decision. The last one was the one that was just a bad decision. We're in field goal range. We can cut that down to a single-digit score. It's just a bad decision. And then, look, with all that being said, he still rallies the troops. He, 4 bad throws. He played really well in between all that. And I want to say it happens. You have a bad game. It's a bummer it was against the Rams. There's so much talk about it. I just don't want to get it into his head where he starts doubting himself, because he has all the ability in the world. He's played phenomenal this year, and he had 4 or 5 bad throws in that last game. And even when you have 4 bad throws, you rarely see 4 interceptions. They drop one. They didn't drop any of them. They made really good plays on that. We're a better team than the Rams. That's what I'll tell you. We are a better team than them. We play them again on a Thursday night in a few weeks, December 18th, I believe. We got to play well. We got to play, I would say, perfect. Can't turn the ball over. And we'll get them. And I'm looking forward to the opportunity to play the Rams and the 49ers again towards the end of the year.
What I like about this situation is that when Sam Darnold was with the Vikings, right, he has those 2 bad games, and the season is over. He's got to go home. He's got to hear about it. There's no really chance for him to bounce back. Thankfully, he has a chance to bounce back against the worst team in football. So I'm looking for Sam Darnold just to get back into his groove, man. And that was a heavyweight battle, and you felt like you lost by a decision. And there were 4 punches that were thrown that swayed the judges to be like, all right, well, you're probably going to win this one because of those 4 punches being thrown. Yeah. And the defense stepped up. What I learned about this team is that the defense is resilient, man. Yeah. If you guys have a chance, you look at the Seahawks social media. They have these behind-the-scenes like clips. And Kobe Bryant, when he punches that ball out, he comes to the sideline. He's like, lean on me. I got you. Those are the things that I love about this team and about this defense, is that no matter what, they're going to ride for each other. And then the post-game interview that's been talked about all week, Ernest Jones kind of stepping up and having his quarterbacks back.
Yeah, I won't say the couple of words that got bleeped out. But, look, I think what he just said was what I just said. It was one game. He's been brilliant all year long. We got his back. He's a great quarterback. Blank you if you think otherwise. But I'm not worried about Sam, because Sam is really gifted quarterback. I've said he's the most talented quarterback Seahawks have ever had, and I still believe that. It was a bad game. I remember when Russell Wilson had 4 interceptions in the first half against the Green Bay Packers, and we came back in the second half and ended up going to the Super Bowl. So I was praying that we would get a little bit closer and make that field goal.
Yeah.
Just to show, don't forget everybody, Sam Darnold leads the NFL the last 2 years in fourth-quarter comebacks. All right, that doesn't happen by accident, and that would have been another one. He could have had actually 3 of them this year. Unfortunately, we had 3 we didn't quite get done. But, look, we're a good football team, great defense. We're an offense that's still getting better every week. We got some challenges. We got, Oluwatimi at center. It looks like we got Christian Haynes at left guard. We'll see, again, if Zabel comes back in a week. I doubt he's going to play this week. But hopefully we get him back in 2 weeks, maybe 3 at the latest. That was a huge thing that we were all grimacing and going, oh, no, not him.
Yeah.
Not him.
Uh-huh.
So, look, things are good. We haven't played a team that's better than us this year. So I feel pretty good about where we are.
Here's the good thing about what happened this past weekend. You held Matthew Stafford to a season low, 130 yards and 53% completion rate. The Rams were 2 for 11 on third downs. The Rams had 249 total yards. And after giving up 2 early touchdowns, the Seahawks forced a punt or a turnover on 7 of the Rams' final 8 possessions, held the Rams to 21 points, but they were really accountable for about 10. There's no moral victories. The Rams won that ball game, and that the Rams locker room should celebrate and be excited about it. But that wasn't the typical locker room. I feel like I wasn't in there. It wasn't the typical locker room when it came to the Seahawks. It's like, look, listen, man, this is one. Listen, man, we let one get by, and we're good enough. And I think that's why when we heard McVay talk his post-game presser, he wasn't down because he knew, he goes, they got away with one.
He was happy.
They got away with one.
I was actually kind of shocked. But it's also, look, in the NFL, when you got a good football team, it does not matter how you play. There's only one thing that matters. That's wins and losses. And, again, I feel like we've outplayed every team we've faced this year. Tampa Bay, we didn't quite get it done defensively, but still, when you got the lead, with 3 minutes left in the game and you got the ball with a minute plus and you're tied, you feel pretty good about that. When you're on the 6-yard line against 49ers, even though you gave up a lead in the final minute, you feel pretty good. This game, again, it was just 4 turnovers. I just think it shows also how good of a team we are. There's very few teams in the NFL when you play a Super Bowl contending team like the Rams where you turn the ball over 4 times that you're even in the game, let alone a chance to win it at the end. So yeah, you feel good about a lot of good things. They got to clean it up. I mean, a lot of this is on Sam. I can't duck that one. The first interception, I'm not putting that on him. The other 3 I got to because he saw it.
Lights.
Yeah.
Come on, turn them lights off. I don't like those. Too bright.
Too
Yeah, man, I'm optimistic, still optimistic. I have to remind myself this team is 7-3. They're 7-3. They're second in the division. They're in a wild card spot right now.
Control your own destiny.
They got a lot of good things to go. All right, we're just getting started here on Hawks Live with my guy, Paul Moyer. Here's the thing. I don't know who we're going to talk to next. It could be Brady Russell. It could be Rashid Shaheed. We shall see. Something tells me Deuce is going to be here. So we'll talk to him. That's coming up next right here on Hawks Live.
After hitting a flat note in L.A.
Sam looking, dumps a pass, it's intercepted. That's number 4.
The Seahawks head down yonder to Nashville, looking to get that twang back.
As a team, I think we're in good shape. One loss doesn't define us.
Rocking and rolling their way to another win.
It's about us, how we can get better as a team.
When we do it right, it's all within our wheelhouse.
Seahawks, Titans, Sunday, kickoff at 10 a.m., pregame at 7. Giddy up.
On the home of the Seahawks, Seattle Sports.
At the Bellevue Collection, grab lunch with friends, meet up for happy hour, and stay for dinner and beyond. You can sample international flavors and local favorites from talented chefs. Try a new cocktail on a rooftop bar or watch the game with friends and explore the lively nightlife scene. The Dining District at the Bellevue Collection, where your taste adventure begins. Learn more at BellevueCollection.com/dining district.
Hear that? Sounds like holiday fun kicking off at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Kind of like the starting bell to Grandma's house. Or maybe snowbirding. And eventually back home safe and sound.
Hey guys, we're home.
Just remember to stop by before you go to make sure your road's as smooth as possible. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Oil changes in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed.
Underestimating the trucking industry is one of the biggest mistakes I see victims and other lawyers make. Trucking companies have an army of lawyers and experts who act quickly after an accident to protect the company. Only an experienced trucking accident lawyer can navigate the complicated federal and state laws to protect your rights. If you or a loved one has been injured in a trucking accident, call Davis Law Group today for a free consultation or get my free book on trucking accident law at WashingtonAccidentBooks.com.
Just how good is Pure Talk's current deal for unlimited wireless? Well, you might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Because right now, for just $29.95 a month, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This is Pure Talk's top-tier plan. It comes with a crazy fast 5G network along with a 30-gig hotspot. And at just $29.95 a month, there has never been a better opportunity to lock in a ridiculously low rate for as long as you live. And save thousands and thousands of dollars along the way. This plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you will save over 50% every single month for the rest of your life. See what I mean? It really is the deal of your lifetime. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer ends 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Tune in this Sunday as your Seattle Seahawks take on Tennessee. Kickoff at 10 a.m. Muckleshoot Casino Resort, proud sponsor of the Seattle Seahawks and the biggest and best in the Pacific Northwest.
For over 50 years, Bucky's Complete Auto Repair has been the one locals trust for fast, friendly service with guaranteed repairs. With 16 family-owned locations and a Carfax preferred badge, Bucky's makes it easy with same-day service and available financing. Visit buckys.com.
With football season comes colder weather, so if you need new windows and doors, don't drop the ball. Steve Rabel here with Keith Dashafee from locally owned Pella Windows and Doors of Western Washington. So Keith, what's your next big play?
Well, Steve, right now get 40% off qualifying installs or no payments and no interest for 12 months on approved credit.
Schedule a free consultation with Pella Windows and Doors of Western Washington. Go to PellaPNW.com. That's PellaPNW.com.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Black Friday Comfort Sale is on now at Home Comfort Alliance. Save up to 75% on furnaces, ACs, heat pumps, EV chargers, generators, and more. And take 18 months to pay with 0% financing. Call before December 1st. Visit HomecomfortAlliance.com.
Broadcasting live from Bellevue Square Center Court, you're listening to Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection, exclusively on the home of the Seahawks, Seattle Sports, on 710 and the Seattle Sports app.
You are listening to Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection. The show starts at 7 every Thursday, right here on Seattle Sports 710, broadcasting live from Bellevue Square Central Court. I am Michael Bumpus with my guy, Paul Moyer, a.k.a. Paul Moyer. And just in a few seconds, we are going to be joined by this talented individual from San Diego, California, a two-time San Diego Section CIF pick and second-team All-State. He set school records for receiving yards in the game and logged his kickoff return, totaling 3,748 yards and 24 touchdowns on offense, plus 2 interceptions. A two-time section champion in the 400 meters. He got a scholarship to USC. He says, nah, I'm going to Weber State. He appeared in 52 games, totaling 5,478 all-purpose yards, third in school history. The only player in Weber State history to earn All-American honors in 4 seasons. Set the FCS all-time record for kickoff return touchdowns with scores of 198 yards that season. Please give it up for Rashid Shaheed.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming, man. We're both California dudes, me and my guy Paul. But we're the only.
I'm Orange County. I'm closer to you and Sandy.
We're only Division Player of the Years, though. You know what I'm saying? But
we'll take it. We'll take it.
Well, you had a better career than me, so I got to chill.
Yeah.
Man, welcome to Seattle, man. How you feeling?
I'm loving it, man. I'm feeling good. Glad to be here, of course. Enjoying the environment, loving the city.
Well, welcome back to the West Coast, by the way. I mean,
Yeah.
you're a San Diego kid.
Yep.
You go to Weber State, and then, obviously your career started there with New Orleans. You're back here. Is that meaningful? I mean, just to be closer to family and having a chance to be on the West Coast?
Yeah, absolutely. Getting a chance to play on the West Coast is a dream of mine, of course. My family's super excited. They don't have to travel across the country every time they want to see me, so it's definitely beneficial, and it's great so far.
What was it like? Tell me what you want, what you can. Like this whole process, man, because I feel like we were blindsided when we found out you were coming here. We're like, oh, snaps, this wasn't even on our radar. What was that process like for you?
Nah, it was crazy. I was actually pulling up to our facility in New Orleans, and my financial advisor, he called me on my phone. Of course, he was getting closer to the trade deadline. Didn't think anything was going to happen. And, he called me, and he was like, there's no state tax in Seattle. And I was like, wait, what are you talking about? What do you mean? He's like, oh, you don't know? I was like, well, no, I didn't think you've been traded. I was like, wait, well, that's crazy. To find out from him first and before anybody. But it was a crazy process. I got the phone call. It was nothing but excitement. But I had to leave so quick. It was kind of like, I didn't get a chance to process at all. But no, I'm super happy, man, and it's definitely a blessing to be here.
That means you don't be on your phone then. You don't be scrolling and checking stuff. Okay,
can't do that. You could get caught up in that stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
Who's the first person from the Seahawks who contacted you, and who's the first player?
JSN was the first player. I actually hopped on FaceTime as soon as, because he knew Olave, and I was close with Olave, so he called Olave, gave me his number. I talked to him immediately. And Coach McDonald talked to him immediately, and it was great.
Did you have any idea that the Seahawks were – I mean, look, I think we were all shocked. We were like, okay, there's a trade deadline. There's some players or positions maybe we'd like to improve. I think the wide receiver was like, yeah, it'd be nice, but maybe not at the time and need. So did you have any idea of the Seahawks?
I really had no idea. I had heard chatter from a bunch of different teams, but it was never like, just something to keep your eye on. So it was all a surprise to me.
How familiar is the playbook? I'm sure there's some changes going on, but I would assume you picked up most of it fairly quickly.
Yeah, still getting used to it. Kubiak's offense is something. It's definitely a lot of tongue twisters, and you got to use your mind. But it's coming back quick. A lot of the stuff is the same, a lot of formations, and but it kind of changes as the week goes with game plan and all that. But it's been smooth so far.
Something I saw, man. JSN scored a touchdown. And you were the first person to greet him. And y'all was getting hyped like y'all done played 10 years together, man. And I thought to myself, I go, well, that's the culture of football and one of the culture of the Seahawks. How have you felt like the team has kind of embraced you?
Yeah, no, they've embraced me better than I could ever imagine. It's a true family. The locker room is super close. The wide receiver room is super close. And they took me in like family day one. Yeah, man, it's been a great experience. And those guys, they're building to win, and you can feel that every day.
Well, you've been at tailback, you've been at the slot back, you've been in motion. I don't want to even call it with fly sweep. It's more of a kind of a reverse.
Yep.
Is the passing game part now? Are you more comfortable and ready to get that role expanded?
Yeah, 100%. That role is going to expand. It's definitely something that we talked about throughout these weeks. Trying to get my feet wet, build me back into the offense. Allow me to hear the plays and all that. But yeah, no, there's some fun stuff coming.
It's pretty crazy. I'm going to take you back to Weber State now.
Yep.
Now, look, you are one of the fastest guys in the NFL.
That's what they say.
Well, I mean, I'm watching you on film, and I'm like, yeah, he's really fast. How do you get to Weber State? I mean, you got a track scholarship to USC.
Mm-hmm.
And just explain why you didn't go there, because there's money internationally on that.
Of course.
But how do you end up at Weber State, and why?
Yeah, so with the whole USC thing, I knew that I always wanted to be a football player. I kind of used track as, help to. I always knew that you can't coach speed, and speed is, a big part of my game, and that's always something that I wanted to focus on. So that's why track was so big in my life. But yeah, no, football was everything to me since I've been a little kid, and I knew that football was my only thing that I wanted to pursue. I ended up at Weber State. It was my only college offer, actually. Yeah, I ended up out there in Ogden, Utah. Loved every moment of it. I feel like I grew up, became a man out there, and I'm very thankful for the university and allowing me to display my talents.
I'm sure you're one of the reasons why those facilities been upgraded lately, for sure. What's crazy is that especially when me and Paul were coming up, we associated numbers with positions. Now you can just wear whatever number you want to. And when we picked you up and I'm watching film, my mind automatically made me view you as a running back, because I'm just seeing deuce, right?
Yep.
And as I'm watching the film, I go, nah, this is a receiver. I mean, you can run. I know you get a lot of love for your speed, but you're a route runner as well, man. And I think people need to understand that, like, you can snap it down, get the hips out, and all that good stuff. But back to the number, all right, I've heard the story already, but maybe the people need to hear, like, why 22 and why stick with it?
That's what my pops wore growing up. He wore it as a kid in high school. It's somebody that I've always admired. And I wore it as a child throughout high school, throughout college, so why not wear it in the NFL?
You have unbelievable numbers at Weber State. My son went to Cal Poly, so I went to one of the games at Weber State, and that was cool. And look, the football there, the skill position particularly, is really good in the Big Sky. You're one of the fastest guys coming out. How do you not get drafted? And were you shocked you weren't?
I wouldn't say I was shocked. I knew I was kind of on borderline draftable, undraftable, you know, just because the FCS guys get kind of overlooked, and that's just kind of how it's always been. But I knew if I ever got my foot in the door, I would be able to make a name for myself. But I had an injury coming out of college. I tore my ACL my last college football game of my career.
Dang.
So when that happened, I kind of knew that, okay, probably not going to get drafted. I'm going to have to work my way through some things. But it all worked out in the end.
Man, you didn't experience some cultures from San Diego to Utah to
Ogden.
Nolans, now up here in the north, man. But you seem like you're a versatile cat. What have those transitions been like for you?
Yeah, I feel like I could adapt to, you know, anywhere. You just kind of got to get used to your surroundings a little bit. But being from California, going to Utah, big culture shock. Going from Utah to New Orleans, big culture shock. I had never been to the South before moving out there, so it was all new, but I loved it out there. It was a great experience, and now I'm here, and it's been great so far, and I'm excited to learn more about Seattle, and you know, just being a part of this culture it's going to be fun.
Yep.
Well, the 12s they're pretty passionate, and they're going to want to know a lot about you for sure. And look, we know a lot about you. I mean, look, your family, you guys are fast, that's for sure. I'm curious who the fastest in the family is, but tell them something we don't know about you that's not out in the everyday social media that they don't know.
Maybe that I have two younger sisters, as you mentioned. They're both they run track. One is just graduated from Cal Berkeley, grad transferred to Texas A&M, and my youngest sister is at the University of Oregon right now.
Oh man!
So. Just super proud of them. They're
good pedigree
they
there,
make us all proud, so that's always something I brag about.
Man, anything over 100 meters wasn't for me, and I wasn't even that fast. What's your favorite event?
My favorite event would have been the 200 for sure. I felt like I kind of opened up my stride a little bit. The 2 and the 4, yeah.
See, you built different. We used to train. We used to do 100, 200, 300, 400 in the track, man. And after 100, I was ready to tap out, man. I was like, it's a different race.
It's not for everybody.
No.
We had a track coach who used to come and say, I'm going to make you faster. And we would start off with the mile, and the 8, and the 4, and worked our way all the way to the 40. And I go, oh, my God, I hated those first 6 ones. That's for sure. Well, look, as we start to wrap, what do you like to do? I mean, we always ask this, what do you do away from football?
Yeah, I kind of like to chill. I like to eat. I like to try new food spots.
You don't look
if
like
you guys
it,
have any, if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. I like to be outside. I like to walk around. I like going to parks and just doing chill stuff. I'm a super chill guy. You know, just always hanging out.
Well, enjoy those walks while you can, because sooner or later, people are going to be flocking, man. Hey, we appreciate you taking time out of your Thursday. Give it up one time for Rashid Shaheed.
Thank you.
All right, we got more to do when we come back here on Hawks Live.
The one and only Mark Schlereth with Wyman and Bob.
Despite the fact Darnold played as bad a game as maybe he's played in years, they were within a field goal of winning.
That's one of those you walk away from and you look at Sam Darnold and say, hey, dude, you don't have to prove anything to us. You don't got anything to prove. Like, you have earned it. You are really playing great football. You just got to clean up those mistakes, and you don't have anything to prove to your organization.
On Seattle Sports, on YouTube, and the Seattle Sports app.
Your new home is now ready. D.R. Horton, America's builder, has new homes that are ready today. With new construction communities throughout the Puget Sound and Central Washington areas and more coming, D.R. Horton has the right home for you. At D.R. Horton, we're still building with more construction, more communities, and more homes available every day. Find your new home, now ready at drhorton.com. That's drhorton.com. D.R. Horton, America's builder, an equal housing opportunity builder.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Washington is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. When you buy an engagement ring or fine jewelry gift from Shane Company, you get more than what you paid for. Our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. It covers everything. There's no fine print. You'll get unlimited cleanings, resizings, and repairs. Plus, it even protects your engagement ring's center stone. We stand behind the quality of our jewelry, and that's our gift to you this holiday. Peace of mind. Because a friend knows the best things in life are free. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
From whiplash to herniated discs, there are a few car accident injuries we've all heard of. JP Pendergast with Pendergast Law explains that even the most common injuries differ from one another.
Pre-existing conditions, health history, beginning of treatment. There are hundreds of factors that make every person and every injury unique. While these variables aid medical treatment, the strongest case recoveries must also take them into account.
Could you explain a little bit more?
Our team at Pendergast Law is obsessed with turning over every stone to differentiate each case. This requires thorough investigation, diligent listening, and relentless research. We never pursue cases with a one-size-fits-all approach. We built our success by treating every injury and every case with the individualized attention our clients need and deserve.
Pendergast Law's individualized approach to even the most common injuries makes the difference in case outcomes. It's another reason why I can't recommend them enough.
If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident, call Pendergast Law. We can help.
Hey, it's Dr. Coogan with Eastside Weight Loss Clinic, and it's time to make the final push to the end of the year. Do you want to lose weight, improve your health, and have more energy? We have a proven system and a team of health coaches that have helped over 4,000 people in Washington lose up to 10 to 20% of their body weight in just 8 weeks without expensive injections or uncomfortable side effects. No gimmicks, no tricks, no drugs, just teaching you how to become a fat-burning machine and keep it off long-term. Visit eastsideweightlossclinic.com now to schedule your free consultation.
Yeah, it's Mike Salk here. And just like writing that essay back in high school or maybe in college, starting, that can be the hardest part. Well, Eastside Weight Loss Clinic makes it as easy as possible. They helped me lose 35 pounds in just 60 days. A no-pressure, free 15-minute phone consultation. See if it's right for you. And if it is, you got nothing to lose but the weight itself.
Many clients lose 20 to 30 pounds in a month or two, and you can do our program remotely from anywhere you live. Schedule your free consultation at eastsideweightlossclinic.com. That's eastsideweightlossclinic.com.
Dr. Ryan Coogan, D.C. Results may vary.
Kohl's has 20% off gifts that are so good, your family might think you read their minds. Check off your list now with cozy, thoughtful, and stylish gifts that will make them say, oh, how did you know? Yep, with these presents from Kohl's, you're going to leave them feeling impressed and convinced that you're a psychic. Shop Kohl's for an extra 20% off gifts that are the perfect fit. Select styles. Offer ends November 22nd. Some exclusions apply. See store or kohls.com for details.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Shop Mazda of Everett and find out why Mazda of Everett is Washington's largest Mazda dealer. Mazda of Everett on Highway 99 in Everett or online at MazdaofEverett.com.
Back to more of Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection. Broadcasting live from Bellevue Square Center Court, here's your host, Michael Bumpus.
You are listening to Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection. The show is at Thursday at 7 o'clock, right here on Seattle Sports 710. We're at Bellevue Square Center Court. We were just joined by Rashid Shaheed, man. A impressive individual, man.
Yeah, I mean, great guy. I mean, highly intelligent, all those things. And we kind of throw that because he's a Southern Cal kid.
We got love for Cali guys.
There's something about Southern Cal people, man. I don't know, it's just being around the all walks of life thing. But look, he's electric. I'm really excited for the offense to open up more for him. Right now, they've kind of created some plays for him. You know, he's been in the tailback position, and he's ran running plays. He's motioned across, and fly sweeps usually right when they get to the center and the ball snapped and you hand it off. It's more of a reverse, but they're doing a lot of different things, moving him around. He's busting his tail to try and block as well. That is just going to help us. Man, we just, between Cup and obviously JSN and now Shaheed, I mean, you got a lot of weapons. And, hopefully we get Tony Horton back too.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get 15 back.
Yeah.
But, the reason why we can afford to have a little bit of a setback is because of what this defense has been able to do. I mean, we went up against probably the front runner at the time for the MVP in Matthew Stafford, playing his best football at the age of 37, yet this defense was still able to neutralize them. And it was funny, Paul, watching the approach of both defenses, because it was the same thing. Rush 4, drop 7. You go ahead and beat us. What did you see with this defense against the Rams, and what do you think can continue to be true?
Well, I just think we're better than they are. Again, the 4 turnovers is just too much to overcome. I mean, you got to score, and you're in the 20s for sure to beat most teams. But to do what we did to the Rams, they were converting over 40% of their third downs. They were less than 18%, I think they were, or close to it. Completely shut down Stafford, which, again, he was having an MVP year. The bummer is the 4 interceptions.
Yeah.
Because I hate to say this, like, you can't take them away. Because if you could take those 4 away, he had a good day.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got numbers. He's got, 250, 60, 80 yards, whatever the number was. I mean, he has a good game. I can't take those back. And again, 3 of them were just bad decisions, bad throws. It doesn't matter if you got gut pressure, you can't step up, but you're the last one to have the ball in your hand. You've got to take care of it. With all that being said, we're really good. But I thought we really shut their running game down. They had 2 30-plus yard runs. One was on a 4th down and 1, and they just popped it. Another one, I thought they held us. We couldn't quite scrape outside. So they had 2 30-yard-plus runs. They had a couple screens. I think they only completed 1 pass over 10 yards that the ball carried in the air. We just match up well with them. I will say this also. I thought Stafford missed a couple throws because of our pressure, but there was a couple guys that were open. Jamal Adams dropped a couple. I keep saying Jamal.
Devontae.
Thank you, Devontae. my producer's not here to correct me, but I always want to say Jamal Adams. I caught myself that time.
We got young French over there.
He dropped a couple as well. But I think anybody who saw that game, I think McVay felt they were very lucky to win it. I think whoever walked away from that game said the Seahawks are actually a better football team. And the shame of it is when you shut a team down like we did, and we shut them, 250 yards, under 20% third down conversions. I mean, we neutralized them, and you don't win the game. Boy, you hate missing taking advantage of that one.
I do a post for Seattle Sports, Make It Make Sense, on Monday.
I watched it.
I try my best to make it make sense.
Yeah.
I was like, more passing yards, more running yards, more first downs, time of possession, better on third downs. Like, it doesn't make sense. End of the day, it does, because you turn the football over, right? But I think the focus should be on this defense, man. We interviewed Tariq Woolen. He goes by Tariq now once again.
He's back to Tariq?
He's back to Tariq.
When did that happen?
Sometime
I was on
during the
vacation.
season. I know. You were chilling. Were you in Hawaii?
Yeah.
In Hawaii.
That one,
I'll fill you in. Don't worry. I got you.
Yeah, okay.
So Woolen, we interviewed him today, and I think he's one of the pieces that can push this team forward, because we've seen at every position, even at the defensive line, this last week you didn't have Jay Reed. At Jay Reed, you had guys, at D-line, you have guys fill in. At linebacker, you've had guys fill in. Corners, safeties. Yeah. They've just been able to either plug and play and get these guys going. What is it about this defense that allows them to just, whoever it is, line them up and let's get ready to play some ball?
Yeah, I think obviously a lot's on Coach McDonald and just that whole defensive staff. I mean, they do a really good job of coaching. These are teachers' attention to detail. Because, look, I mean, Mike Morris jumps in for Jaron Reed.
Right.
Look, there's no question that Byron Murphy and Leonard Williams are a force. And at first I was like, Leonard Williams is a tier above Byron Murphy. Byron might have just jumped into that top tier. I mean, he is doing some really special things. DeMarcus Lawrence, beast. Drake Thomas has been phenomenal. We mentioned, I wanted to do it with Shaheed, was Ty Okada. Ty Okada was, when he played against Weber State and Shaheed, that was when he said, I think I can play in the NFL. It kind of gave him that confidence. It was just, look, we got role players who are playing spectacular. Now, we're pretty healthy, too.
Yeah.
Other than Julian Love, obviously not having Jaron Reed, but when you get your leader back, Ernest Jones, as well, that helps. We're just a good football team with a really good scheme. We don't have to rush 6, 7 guys, take a lot of chances. We got corners that match up well. Tariq, which throws me off because finally, after 2 years, I got it to Reek. Now I got to go back to Tariq. I mean, old dogs don't like to change too much, but he's starting to play much better. Witherspoon being back. Nick, we just have a lot of moving parts. So, and with the kind of coaching staff you have that we do, I mean, this is when you start having magic.
A phrase that Mike Macdonald has mastered is simulated pressure. What that means is if you bring more than 4 players, you bring 5, that's a blitz. That's pressure. A simulated pressure is when you look like you're bringing 5 or 6, but you drop 1 and you're really bringing 4. And I think that's something that Mike Macdonald has mastered and this team has mastered to disguise and kind of confuse these quarterbacks. So once again, big ups to this defense. Okay, we got more to do when we come back. We're going to look at the Tennessee Titans and see what they bring to the table. That is next right here on Hawks Live.
After hitting a flat note in L.A.,
Sam looking, dumps a pass, it's intercepted. That's number 4.
The Seahawks head down yonder to Nashville, looking to get that twang back.
As a team, I think we're in good shape. One loss doesn't define us.
Rocking and rolling their way to another win.
You know, it's about us, how we can get better as a team.
When we do it right, it's all within our wheelhouse.
Seahawks, Titans, Sunday, kickoff at 10 a.m., pregame at 7. Giddy up.
On the home of the Seahawks, Seattle Sports.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
After years of wear and tear, Joe had osteoarthritis in his wrists and shoulders.
I've pretty much worked out my whole life. I actually decided I'm going to train for a half Ironman triathlon.
The pain was interfering with every part of his life.
Basically, can't sleep, causing those kind of problems, very limited movement.
Joe had surgery, but it wasn't the fix he was looking for.
The doctor told me, he's like, hey, this is just going to be a partial fix. You're going to eventually need joint replacement.
That's when he decided to see Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine for stem cell therapy.
And they're just getting better. I can basically do full motion. I don't have really any pain.
What kinds of things are you able to do now that you weren't before?
I like to golf, and it definitely has made my golf game not as painful. And sleeping. I mean, I'm sleeping better because I don't have that aching at night going on and having to roll over.
So, are you recommending this to others?
Oh, everybody I talk to. Yeah, it's a no-brainer.
Before you choose surgery, consider stem cell therapy with Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine. Schedule your consultation at drmarkwagnermd.com.
On the job, every minute counts. That's why Lowe's now has ProBlock Quick Dry Primer, expertly manufactured by Sherwin-Williams. Engineered for pros to dry fast and go on smooth for virtually flawless results that keep your job moving. It's available in oil and water-based, and getting it is easy. Order online by 2 p.m. and get free same-day delivery right to your job site. Lowe's, we help, you save. Orders placed after 2 p.m. will be delivered next day. Valid in select zip codes. Subject to driver availability. More terms apply.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What is that sound? Ugh, that sounds like a plumbing sound. Luckily, there's a company that fixes all the plumbing sounds across Puget Sound. That's All Sound Plumbing. Puget Sound's plumbing experts. Have a sound? Visit allsoundplumbing.com.
For Down Territory, going inside the game with former Cougs and Seahawks wide receiver Michael Bumpus.
The offensive line has to make the offense go.
Every day at 11:15 and 1:15 on Bump and Stacy.
It's about stacking those days, stacking those weeks.
On Seattle Sports, broadcasting live from Bellevue Square Center Court. You're listening to Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection, exclusively on the home of the Seahawks. Seattle Sports on 710 and the Seattle Sports app.
This is Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection, every Thursday at 7, right here on Seattle Sports 710. We are at Bellevue Square Center Court in front of the greatest audience of all time.
There you go. There you go.
We're giving away free stuff. Rashid Shaheed, he was here, he left, and the people are still here to see Paul Moyer do his thing.
What
still
am I
here.
doing?
Still here for you.
Yeah, amen.
The expert analysis is what you're doing.
Love you.
Expert analysis.
Perfect.
All right, so let's look, when you look at these teams, right, the Titans and the Seahawks, I don't even need to look at the sheet. It's right there. But when you look at the offense for the Titans and where they're ranked, there's a lot of 30s in there. 31, 32, 32, 31.
32,
you look
32,
at the
32.
defense and what the Titans are ranked, there's a lot of 30s in there as well. 31, 32, 32. Maybe there's an 18 or something in there.
There is an 18.
All right, but this game is the first game that the Hawks have played this year, Moyer, where I'm looking for style points. I know you blew out the Saints. I wasn't looking for that. Look, just beat them. You blew out the Cardinals. I wasn't looking for that. Just beat them. You blew out the Commanders. I wasn't looking for that. But coming off of this loss and seeing who these Hawks are now, I'm looking for style points because we are 11, 12 weeks in. You are who you are on paper at this point. When we do this show to start the season, we're always like, 2 weeks in. You know, these numbers are going to fool you a bit. Numbers ain't lying now. What do you see from this Titans team?
You know, I put on the film, today's Thursday, Tuesday, I guess, and usually I'm looking for a player. I try not to see the numbers. I don't know what positions. I got an idea, but I try not to see it, and I go, who jumps out at me? Nobody.
Nobody.
Not one person. Even their Simmons, who's the defensive end for them, he's got 5.5 sacks. Yeah, I mean, yep, you know, good player.
Yep.
He's a good player, but I mean, he's not a player where I go, oh my God, we got to double team him every single time. Sweat, who's, I believe he played with Byron Murphy, when they both came out. He's one of the biggest men I've ever seen. He's 6'6", 366 pounds. I don't know if that's an accurate number. He could be bigger than that. He covers the A gap on both sides, right? So what does that mean? You got your center, which is basically 0, I guess, and we'll call him 1, and then to the between the guard and the center is a 1 gap. He covers both of those 1 gaps on both sides. He's that wide, he's that big, but he don't move. But you're not going to move him either, so probably not running up the middle much. Their corners are okay, their safeties are okay, but you start looking at them statistically like you meant. They're 32nd in offensive rank. They're 32nd in rush offense. They're 30th in pass offense. They're 32nd in points scored offensively. Defensively, the best thing they are is they're 18th against the pass. That's because no one's throwing them in the second half. I mean, they're literally down 15 points on average going into the fourth quarter, so no one's throwing on them. But they're giving up 7.8 yards per attempt. By the way, we give up 6.2. That's a huge difference. I've got to say it. It's the NFL. We're on the road. There's no question that if Sam Darnold throws 6 interceptions, we could lose this game. But I don't think he is. And Cam Ward, as good as he was coming out of college, and it's a great story how he got there. And you know, you can talk about it. He's a Coug. He's still a rookie. And you know, when people say the Alabamas and Georgias of the world could beat an NFL team, never. This is a perfect example. You got Cam Ward, who was a Heisman Trophy candidate last year. He looks like a high school player right now. He's going to be good. He's going to be. You got to give him a couple years. their best player, Ridley, at wide receiver, he's not there. He was averaging 17 yards per catch. Their highest receiver, no one has 400 yards. Their tight end is the leading receiver. He's got a little over 300. He's having 10 yards per carry. They can run it a little bit. We would have to lay in it. They should be 0-10. They should be 0-10. They beat Arizona. Arizona gave them the game. There's so many foobahs in that thing.
Foobahs?
Yeah, it's a good way of, without being.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know. What'd you think of them? And I never do this. I'm a coach, man. I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
And I'm paranoid because we're coming off a loss, and I'm worried about confidence. But this team should not be in the game with us in the fourth quarter.
Nah, I'm so reluctant to tell the people how I really feel.
Do it.
Because I'm like you. I'm a football guy, and I know football is weird. And there's a reason why not too many teams go 0-for throughout the year, because something happens and they beat you. But, Paul, I tried looking at this film over and over and over again, and I'm trying to force myself to believe. Typically, by this time on Thursday, I have found something that the opponents do well that concerns me. At this point, I can't do it. And you talk about Cam Ward, obviously #1 overall pick, had a great journey from Incarnate Ward to WSU, go Cougs, to Miami. Things aren't going well. He's completing 58% of his passes. He has yet to throw for 300 yards in any game this season, has never thrown for more than 1 touchdown in a game, has a total of 6 touchdowns on the season along with 6 interceptions. There's a lot going on with Cam Ward. It's not just him. This offensive line isn't very good. There's no one on the perimeter at the receiver spot that scares me. His mechanics are a little weird. He reminds me of Vince Young a little bit. Yeah. That slot is low. Yeah, the ball low. Sails on him a little bit. There are some things that he needs to work on. Defensively, there's no one that pops out. We mentioned Simmons, but he's like that post right there in the back. He's going to stand there, and he ain't going to move. I hate talking about a professional team this way because I realize that they're liable to get hot and just have a great day. But the fact that the rumors on the streets were there was no walkthrough this week, like that guys were padded up, helmet up for the Seahawks, lets me know that, one, you're coming off of a loss, and then Mike McDonald is taking this seriously. You don't sleep on anybody, but Moyer, if they don't win by at least 2 scores, I need style points this game. I need style points.
Look, I'll take the win.
I'll take the win.
I don't even care.
For sure.
I mean, I want to go to 8-3.
But you want to feel good about it.
I just think we're one of the best teams in the league. And I think when you play a team like that, and we've done this, we have beaten 4 or 5 teams this year by double digits. Similar game, New Orleans. Turnovers help blow teams out early. I mean, we saw that against Arizona. We saw that against, who was the game before that? Houston? No. Whoever we play, Commanders. We blew 2 teams out. We were up 21-0 early. You need turnovers. You need the defense to do some things. You need to hit on a couple big plays. It's hard to go and say, we're going to go 80 yards, 80 yards, 80 yards, shut them out. I mean, that's tough to do. But, man, I'm telling you, there's just nothing that makes me go, oh. Here's where I have a little concern. We got some backups, right? I mean, we got a backup center who played well. He struggled a little bit. I don't want to say struggled. Not as good in the pass protection as Sundell. I don't know yet on Christian Haynes. I only really got to see him one drive. They were all pass plays.
10 plays.
I actually thought he did fine. He's actually, I think, he's an athletic enough guy to pass protect. But the guys that we're going up against, they're big. They're bull rushers. And the one thing I saw with Oluwatimi and Haynes is they don't do the bull rush very well, right? They gotta really man up on that and dig in on those. So maybe that's a little concern. But man, we're gonna win this game. We're just gonna win it.
This game for me is a Sam Darnold mental health wellness checkup. Like, I need Sam to go into this game and just dink and dunk and get back to who he has been. And why not do it against the worst team in football right now?
They are.
That's my main concern. So I got to make sure Sam believes in himself once again. He's going to step in front of the podium. He's going to say all the right things. But you and I know once you get home and there's silence and it's just you or you and your significant other and she's leaving you alone, those thoughts start going through your head. You got to watch the film. You watch the film and you relive it. So I'm just hoping that he's able to overcome those demons and just play efficient. We don't need a great game out of him. Just be efficient.
Yeah, I didn't see it coming last week. I really didn't. And the only thing that worried me is it was the Rams, and everybody was talking about, oh, the Rams. Well, guess what? He corrected one thing. He didn't have 9 sacks. He had 0 sacks, and he was determined not to get sacked one time. And, again, I would say 2 of them, throw them away. The seam route, just bad decision. Just wasn't there, tried to force that one. The last interception was one I know he's kicking himself because we're in field goal range. I actually was kind of mad. It was 3rd down and 3. We were all saying, I go, run it. Run it right here.
Yeah.
The reason why is it comes up 4th and 1, you go for it. If you don't get it, you've got to put pressure on the Rams that we're now within 1 score. And you could see at that point, we had the momentum. We were shutting them down. We were moving the football. And so that was the one that I just go, but I really like Sam. Sam's a talented guy. I don't expect to see that again, but you never know. It's just that psychological part that you go, get behind it. Don't be afraid to throw the tight windows because you're excellent at it. Those weren't tight windows he threw into. Those were no windows. And he has to make sure he understands when the window's closed, I got to throw over the top of that window and just throw it away.
I'm with you 100%. Come on, Sam. You'll be all right, baby.
Yep.
All right, when we come back, we'll go around the NFL. Heads up. Texans are winning 23-16 with 10 minutes and 50 seconds left. If the Texans win this game, my co-host Stacey Ross is going to talk so much crap to me in the morning. All right, so we'll talk about this game and all the stuff going around in the NFL. That's next right here on Hawks Live.
Down on the field is Gray Zabel.
A big sigh of relief for the Seahawks.
Really fortunate. I guess we avoided a significant injury, which is really positive.
While Zabel recovers.
Could be day to day, it could be a week, could be more than that.
Who steps up?
God bless Christian Haynes, man. He came in there. He's a tough sucker with heavy hands.
This is the home of the Seahawks. Seattle Sports on 710, the Seattle Sports app, and Seattle Sports on YouTube.
If you use carpool or toll lanes along SR 167 without a Good-to-Go account, you'll now receive a bill in the mail. That is a change. A Good-to-Go pass saves $2 on every toll. That is not a change. Learn more at goodtogo167.com.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Bob Stelton here, and let me tell you about one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. That's when I went to K2 Vision for RLE. That's Refractive Lens Exchange. Now, Dr. Kopstein started K2 Vision with Dr. King from King LASIK, the most experienced LASIK surgeon in the Northwest. King LASIK plus K2 Vision equals freedom vision for every stage of life. No glasses, no contacts, readers, or cataracts. Now, if you're somebody that struggles with distance vision and now you always need a pair of reading glasses, K2 Vision RLE could be your perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the cherry on top: you never develop a cataract. Now, if you're somebody like me that had a pair of readers in every room of the home, in your car, you had to bring them into the restaurant with you. Otherwise, like me, you couldn't read the menu. That has all been rectified thanks to RLE. So whether it's LASIK, EVO ICL, or RLE, trust the most experienced team of doctors to recommend what's best for you. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where a small box with a burgundy bow will help you win the holidays. As an in-house designer, I love creating meaningful, fine jewelry gifts. Choose a necklace with a gorgeous infinity charm to symbolize your everlasting love. Or go for a personalized piece with an engraving, their zodiac sign, favorite color gemstone, or their initial accented with pave diamonds, because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Stop by or shop now at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Imagine all that could happen in 5 years. Jobs may change, kids will grow, new memes will come out, but also What if you had reliable, intelligent Wi-Fi and the price didn't change for 5 years? Well, thanks to the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee, you actually don't have to worry about that part of your future. You're guaranteed 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to your devices that need them the most, that finds and fixes any issues before you even notice them. It's like a super intelligent Wi-Fi that keeps you protected from threats online. Plus, well, you get incredible gaming speeds on multiple devices with no one battling for bandwidth. And for the next 5 years, all your devices will be working in perfect harmony. And you get our best equipment with no annual contracts, no fees, and no strings. So even though kids will grow up and you still won't understand 6, 7, your internet will stay sharp, reliable, and most importantly, the price will stay put. All with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity, imagine that. Restrictions apply. Select plans only.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Free consultations, no fee guarantees, 5-star reviews. JP Pendergast with Pendergast Law explains the importance of going beyond these familiar offerings.
Accident victims want an attorney, Tom, that satisfies their needs. Someone who handles those needs with the highest degree of care. Pendergast Law offers the no-fee guarantees and free consultations, but these only scratch the surface.
Okay, explain more.
We make sure that every member of our team is genuinely passionate about helping others. Customer service and communication are our top priority. It's how we take care of our clients so they always feel one step ahead of the insurance companies. Our strong reputation for high standards provides comfort and confidence when it's needed most.
Pendergast Law offers the free consultations, the no-fee guarantees, and of course, they are 5-star rated. But what really makes them different is their genuine passion for helping others. I can't recommend them enough.
If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident, call Pendergast Law. We can help.
That's PendergastLaw.com.
Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. The best place to watch all your favorite sports. Featuring wall-to-wall viewing screens, 6 windows, and 30 kiosks. Be there at EmeraldQueen.com. Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
Let's go! This is Seattle Sports.
Streaming through the Seattle Sports app.
KIRO AM Seattle. KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma. Home of the Seahawks, Mariners, and everything Seattle sports. This is Hawks Live. Presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection.
Throw downfield, wide open, touchdown, Seahawks!
Broadcasting live from Bellevue Square Center Court. Here's your host, Michael Bumpus.
Along with my guy, Paul Moyer. This is Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection. Every Thursday at 7 right here on Seattle Sports 710. We are at Bellevue Square Center Court. Hey, come join us here at Hawks Live at Bellevue Square Center Court. You have a chance to win gift cards from the Dining District. And tonight, we're giving away gift cards to Central Bar, Restaurant, and STK Steakhouse. We haven't been there yet.
Not this year.
Not this year, but Steakhouse is something special.
I had some, what did I have? I had salmon, and we talked about that. We had little steak bites.
Little steak bites.
They were good. They have great. The Central has. They have great food.
Central, like the alley, makes me feel like you're in like one of those old European communities where everything is tight.
It's
you
really
know what I mean?
cool.
Like you're walking down the alley there. It's a good feel.
Yeah, the Brazen family, we've known forever. Big Bellevue community group. All went to Bellevue High School with the kids. They got the 520 Bar and Grill, and they got the Central, and yeah, they do a great job.
Oh, they figured it out.
Yeah,
they figured it out.
Yep.
All right, well, let's go around the NFL, Paul. Let's start with something that I feel like you and I feel the same way about, and this is the Jamar Chase situation, spitting on Jalen Ramsey. First, he did it, then denied it, then appealed it. It's like, come on, Jamar, like you spat on the man, and then we're listening to Mike Tomlin. I love Mike Tomlin. Here's his response. A reporter was like, all right, what was your message to Jalen Ramsey after that? He goes, there is no message. You respond accordingly. Whatever your body tells you to do when a person spits on you, you respond accordingly. And one of the many reasons why I like Tomlin. What did you think of that situation?
Look, man, I don't want to go too far down a rabbit hole on that, but look, man, they're men. Stop telling them not to be men.
Right.
And someone spits on you, I'm like, look, you got to react to that naturally. It's just not natural when someone spits on you and just say, I'm going to take it. And I think the NFL has I get where they have to say, we're going to punish both of you. But come on, man.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? I mean, it's one thing that, okay, fine. He threw a punch. I don't even want to punch. A push. Throw the flag. You're going to suspend him a game?
Right.
A game? And nothing for Chase?
He got a game.
Did he?
He got a game.
Okay. I'm like, I thought at first it was on Ramsey. I just, look, you got to act natural. I think Tomlin does a great job of saying, look, man, I'm not going to take the manlyhood out of them.
Right.
Because they got a lot of testosterone. Let's stop playing around that they don't have it. They do.
That's what I appreciate about Tomlin is at the end of the day, there is a reality in this situation. You do that in the streets, there are consequences. Just because you got a uniform on doesn't mean you can get away with that stuff.
Now, I will say this. I think Chase probably, I'm sure he thought he spit or whatever, or spat or spit. He didn't do it in the guy's face. And I think a lot of times they think, well, I didn't do it. I go, dude, I mean, don't even spit around me.
No.
I hate spitting anyway. I mean, people, I go, why are you spitting on the sidewalk? People are, I mean, it's just, to me, it's just gross anyways. But if I feel that on my jersey or anywhere near me,
I've been spat at once. I was 15 in a soccer game, and old boy spat at me. Let me just tell you, I got kicked out of that game.
Yeah, I bet.
You know what I mean? And if I would have gotten in the car and have done nothing, my mom would have kicked me out the car and made me walk home.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. But we're old school. It's 2025. Walk away. Don't do anything. Anyway, all right, I digress.
All right.
All right, let's move along. Falcons quarterback Michael Penix, man, I feel so bad for this dude.
Yeah.
He just, listen, he fought the injury bug in college, finally put together 2 good seasons at University of Washington, took this team to the national championship, got drafted 9th overall, came in late of last season and put together a couple of games. And the play that he got injured on didn't even seem like much. It was almost like the ACL was ready to go. What do you think the chances are that he comes back and just is a productive quarterback in the NFL?
I think he can, but man, he's an old, young quarterback in this league. I mean, what is he, 27?
26, 27?
I mean, he's old. I don't know. Look, I loved him coming out. I thought that was actually a great pick by them, by Atlanta. Even though they had signed Cousins to big money. Look, when you have a quarterback you think who can play in this league, who's older and more mature, and he's been through a few systems, and you think, we just got to sit him for a year or two max, and we've got someone locked up for 10, I mean, you jump all over that. I still think he's going to be a good quarterback. I don't know what's happened to Atlanta. I mean, they've got skill position all over the place.
Everywhere.
They got great wide receiver. They got tight end. They got running back. I have to study their offensive line. I don't know how good that is. They have a defense that comes after you. They blitz like crazy. They've got skill guys back there. They're just struggling mightily. They're going to have Cousins. Maybe that rights the ship for them. I still have hope for Penix, but to get an injury this late in the year, we're in November. Heck, we're middle of November. I mean, you're talking at best, not starting the season next year, probably, starting the thing on the pub.
Yeah.
And, you're talking 4 to 6 weeks before you get in. So I think he's going to be fine. It's just disappointing. It's his 3rd knee injury. That's a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, once you start having injuries, that you guys have heard me say this forever, especially as you get older, once you start getting injuries, you don't stop getting them. They just all of a sudden your body compensates over there. You get a bad back, and then your neck, and then your shoulder, and then it's just everything's, intertwined. And so It'll be tough. I'm not a doctor. They have great trainers and all that stuff. I wish for the best, but it's going to be tough for him.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for the young man. Thankfully, they got an $80 million backup in Kirk Cousins to take this thing over. And I told my buddy today, I would not be surprised if Kirk Cousins goes on a 4-game heater and just looks good, because that's what he does. All right, you got the Bucs and the Rams, Sunday Night Football. I'm begging for the Bucs to take care of these Rams. I don't think they're going to get it done. The Bucs aren't the same team they were to start the season. Still talented over there. What are your thoughts on that game?
They've been struggling. Partly, look, they don't have any wide receivers anymore. I mean, I think their top 3 receivers are all out. I might be wrong on that. Is Godwin still out?
I think he's back.
He is.
Is he?
Well,
Emeka's back, though.
Is he? Okay,
Yeah.
so that helped. Mike Evans is still out. They've struggled protecting, Mayfield a little bit. They're not the team we played, but they're still dangerous. So look, I'm hopeful. The Rams came off a really tough game and emotional game. I wish this was on the road and make the Rams at least go back east. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. Mayfield's a gamer. The Bucs are no question talented. I don't know how talented the Rams are. I just think the Rams are a good football team. I think they're really sound. What we just found is don't lose the game to them. And it's easy to lose the game to the Rams because they just don't make mistakes. They don't make mistakes defensively. They don't make mistakes offensively. They don't turn the ball over. Stafford has 2 interceptions this year. I mean, so you got to go beat them. You got to go beat them. And we're capable of beating them. We'll see if the Bucs don't turn the ball over. I think they got a legit chance.
Matthew Stafford needs to fold. That's what I need. I need Matthew Stafford to fold it for the Bucs to get this done, or for Baker Mayfield to look like the MVP that started this season.
I think that's more likely than than Stafford folding. Stafford has a game. It's not a folding type of game. It's he's a timing guy. He's smart. It's hard to fool him. He's fine throwing the ball away. He doesn't mind having a 55% completion percentage and only and no touchdown and only sacked once. He's fine with that. I just want to win. So I don't see a fold. We need a big game from Mayfield.
You know why? Because he's 37, and in football years, that's like 60. So he's got some wisdom.
He's like Penix. By the way, Penix is only 25.
He's only 25?
No, he'll be 26 in May. He was born May 8th of 2000. 2000. He was born in 2000. I don't even get that.
Me neither. Makes no sense.
No.
All right, when we come back, we'll go inside the film room. We got a JSN one-handed grab and many other things. That's next right here on Hawks Live.
After hitting a flat note in L.A.
Sam looking, dumps a pass, it's intercepted. That's number 4.
The Seahawks head down yonder to Nashville, looking to get that twang back.
As a team, I think we're in good shape. One loss doesn't define us.
Rocking and rolling their way to another win.
It's about us, how we can get better as a team.
When we do it right, it's all within our wheelhouse.
Seahawks, Titans, Sunday. Kickoff at 10 a.m., pregame at 7. Giddy up.
On the home of the Seahawks, Seattle Sports.
Have you tried the dining district at the Bellevue Collection? Grab lunch with friends, meet up for happy hour, and stay for dinner and beyond. You can sample international flavors and local favorites from talented chefs. Try a new cocktail on a rooftop bar or watch the game with friends. And explore the lively nightlife scene. The dining district at the Bellevue Collection, where your taste adventure begins. Learn more at BellevueCollection.com/dining district.
Hey, it's Brock Heward. My family did it, and it saved us thousands. You got to do it. Take the First Mark Insurance Challenge. It's free. See how much First Mark can save you and how much better coverage you can get. They work for you. Go to FirstMarkInsurance.com.
When you're at home and next to your windows, do you notice cold air or a draft when the wind blows? How about moisture or leaking during a rainstorm? Dave Wyman here, and after 20 years in our home, our window seals started breaking. A failed window can do major damage to your home, and the older the window, the more likely it is to fail. That's why right now is an excellent time to have Harley Exteriors come by for a no-charge consultation. That's exactly what I had done over the summer, and not only were they extremely knowledgeable about all things windows, I found them to be polite, professional, and respectful. In other words, people you want to do business with. Harley Exteriors has a special offer for Seattle sports fans. Buy 3 windows, get 1 free.
no payments or interest until 2027, and take an additional $200 off your project. Call 833-HARLEY or go to harleyexteriors.com. Schedule your free consultation today. They'll give you an honest assessment and quote. Go to harleyexteriors.com.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Washington is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
Stacey Rost here from Seattle Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for you too. Stubborn fat is really hard to get rid of. And then there's all those gimmicky lasers, fat freezing methods, prescriptions. But imagine a simple solution that takes just one day and provides immediate, noticeable results. Introducing ProSculpt. ProSculpt uses air-assisted technology that's safe and gentle, yet powerful, delivering instant fat-reducing and skin-tightening results. Performed by board-certified plastic surgeons while fully awake, ProSculpt contours your body with minimal downtime. It's designed to target problem areas: waistline, face, neck, arms, thighs. ProSculpt gently removes unwanted fat and tightens loose skin with FDA-cleared plasma technology, all in a simple, guaranteed one-day procedure. ProSculpt is one and done. For your free consultation and $250 off, visit ProSculpt.com for powerful permanent fat removal and skin tightening that works for ladies and you men. It's ProSculpt.com.
The best time of the year is here, Toyotathon. Toyota of Kirkland and Toyota of Renton are providing you with the largest savings and the widest selection of inventory on Toyota favorites like Tacomas and Tundras, the Gas RAV4, the Hybrid RAV4, and the Hybrid Camry. It's Toyotathon at TOK and TOR. That's ToyotaofKirkland.com and ToyotaofRenton.com. Whether you're in the north or the south, they got you covered. Get a test drive, meet the wonderful staff, get a new car. It's Toyotathon, people. Come on.
O'Brien. For over 50 years, Bucky's Complete Auto Repair has been the one locals trust for fast, friendly service with guaranteed repairs. With 16 family-owned locations and a Carfax preferred badge, Bucky's makes it easy with same-day service and available financing. Visit buckys.com.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Makita's built for the pros who show up early, who don't do shortcuts, only precise cuts. With tools built to last, job after job, year after year. Performance that pays off, because when the job calls for the best, you answer. And when you need the best, you call on Makita. Built to be the best. Available at the Home Depot.
Back to more of HAWKS Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection. Broadcasting live from Bellevue Square Center Court, here's your host, Michael Bumpus.
Along with Paul Moyer, you're listening to HAWKS Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection every Thursday at 7 right here on Seattle Sports. We are at Bellevue Square Center Court. Make sure you get out to Bellevue, the Bellevue Collection Dining District. So many great restaurants to choose from today. We had our pre-show meal at Central Bar and Restaurant. I had the steak bites, steak tacos, the new sliders, good cocktails. I got a happy hour. Moyer knows the owners. You tell them you know him. Doesn't matter. You're still getting charged full price. But it sounds good. But it sounds good, though. I know Paul Moyer. That's all you got to do.
Just do it. You'll get at least 10% added to your bill.
All right, man. But no, Central Bar, a great place.
Yep.
Great place. I love it. All right, let's get into the film room, man. We love this. After we're done playing ball, it's been a long time since we played some ball. Like, this is where we get our football fix, watching the film. This first play, Sam Darnold finds Jackson Smith and Jigba for a one-handed 28-yard gain. 28-yard gain.
2nd down and 8 at his own 41. Arroyo in motion from left to right. Now he sets. Darnold out of the shotgun. 4-man rush. Here's a throw downfield. Reaching up. One hand. Are you kidding me? catfish. It is going to be a catch in bounds, and it's a one-hand stab by number 11, tiptoeing on the sidelines. He got behind Darius Williams for 28 yards, and the Seahawks right back to the line of scrimmage on Jackson Smith-Njigba's big catch.
Moyer, this is an example of JSN not being the fastest guy out there, but being fast enough and skilled enough to make a play like this. What you see?
I'll let you go ahead. You're the receiver.
All right, well, so you got a tight end, 2 receivers to the right side, K9 to the right side as well. To the right of Sam Darnold, it looks like they're playing his zone. I think the Rams said, all right, well, boundary backside one-on-one. We're just going to man this guy up. You got the safety to Jace inside looking for the crosser. Usually you got eyes on number 3. If number 3 goes to the flat, you get eyes on number 2, and now the safety's over the top. So Sam Darnold knows pre-snap, I know where I'm going. I got a one-on-one matchup right here. And JSN, all he does is outside release, gets to the hip. Sam throws the football to a place where only JSN can get him, and he one-hands this thing like it's EDD, everyday drills out there. Easy play for JSN. Made it look easy at least, but it ain't that easy.
Yeah, I mean, 2nd and 8, formation you described. Here's what I'll say. One, protection is fantastic. I mean, it's just, he's got all the room in the world. Both tackles do a great job on the defensive ends. We wash both their tackles with our 2 guards and center. There's nothing. I mean, it's just a wall. At first I thought, you know what, I wish he had thrown out a little bit more inside, because if he had, and JSN could have caught it in stride, maybe he makes a move and goes the distance. It's actually a perfect throw. I mean, because of the outside release, the position of the corner and where the safety's trying to come over the top, he needed to put that right on the sideline. It's a great throw. It's a great catch. It's great protection. And that's not an easy throw. I mean, again, you got a window there of about a foot.
Yeah.
I mean, and again, Sam throws more of a flat ball anyways on the go route. So you got to throw it perfect in those situations. So, yeah, just another look. JSN, we're not talking about him enough. I mean, we're not talking about him enough. This is historical stuff.
Yeah.
He's got a chance to break the all-time record for most yards in a season. I mean, you kidding me?
What's he need, a $150 something, Nass? 158 to break the single season record week 12.
For the Seahawks.
For the Seahawks.
I'm talking about all-time NFL. I'm talking about Calvin Johnson. Yes, he's on pace, I believe, to break it, or he's right there. I don't know if it slows down, because even though I've said this before, I go, you can double him or even have somebody over the top, or you can play a 3-deep zone. The way he runs the route, once he gets 10 yards downfield, it's one-on-one at that point. And the way he runs his routes and just casually bends it off, he's a fantastic route runner. And him and Sam Darnold have a great rapport. And Sam's got the cannon of an arm that you give him that little window. Just give him a window. Don't give him a closed window. I want a window open. Sam can throw through that open window.
All right, this next play, Matthew Stafford finds Puka Nacua for a 7-yard gain, but Kobe Bryant forces a fumble. Drake Thomas recovers.
Stafford now out of his shotgun. Puka Nacua is slotted on the right side. And a throw to Nacua, and he coughs up the ball. The Seahawks dive for it. They pick it up, coming to the near side. It's Thomas, Drake Thomas, the linebacker, force a fumble. Puka Nacua, and the Seahawks defense gets it right back for the offense. The first big mistake by the Rams today, and we will take a break.
All right, man. This is what I love about. One of the things I love about watching film is that you can see something one way, I can see something one way, then NASA jump in and put his 2 cents in as well. What did you see?
Well, what we're talking about there is what defense are the Seahawks running? And because there's so much now matchup zone that looks like man, and maybe they play man on one side and zone on the other, and they drop a safety on the backside. I think they're playing man-to-man. It's just what are the 2 safeties doing? And I think Kobe Bryant is playing man-to-man on Puka. And he's getting help from Ernest Jones to run to him and pick him up and jam him on anything short. And I've got him anything after that. But we're going to run at him and make him redirect in his route. He runs an immediate crossing route. So when Ernest Jones runs out to him from his middle linebacker spot to where he is in the slot, Puka cuts underneath him immediately. And then Kobe Bryant is downhill on him right away. The backside safety is playing, is it Ty? I think it's Ty. It looks like he's playing kind of a over-the-top cover 2 on the backside to our right. But he's reading the quarterback, so he's downhill on the crossing route too. But let me bring it back to Kobe. Kobe's on our left. Puka's on our left. Puka runs a quick cross. Kobe jumps it. And Kobe comes in and just they're so good at this now, at punching the football. We were never taught that. We were taught to strip the ball only. We were taught that if you were first guy, you're going to wrap up. And once you wrap, you can try to strip the ball. Anybody else, you're taught to punch. Now they're taught to lead guys. They're punch. You show them any part of that football, they're going to punch through it. And that was a great job on that. And again, Drake Thomas has been bit of a godsend for us.
Yeah.
I mean, really. I mean, he's been a really good football player, and that was just a good play by Kobe Bryant.
A thought crossed my mind listening to you describe that play and then thinking about the conversations we had before this. This is one of the reasons why coaches get recycled, because you pass off information. You're like, no, actually, this is what I think they're doing, because to me, I can see it as a cover 4 match, which essentially turns into a man, right? We just don't know their rules. So when you get a guy who's been on a coaching staff, especially within your division, you're saying, hey, how did you guys teach this? You spread that information, you get your quarterbacks ready to go. But like you said, the focus is Kobe. Kobe gets downhill, and he is on a mission. When I was playing football, they were not punching the football out like this. It was just trying to strip it out, and anything you're trying to punch down the sideline if you're chasing somebody. This right here, getting downhill the way he has at a 45 and punching that football out, physics is going to win a lot of the times, and that's what happened here.
You know what? I think you're right. Now that you said that, on the 4, I think it is. I mean, it's just a different concept to it, but you could convince me, because, when you're on that, it's a press cover 4, and the corners are running with their guys, and because there's a crossing route, I mean, I could buy it. There's just a little subtleties on how you play either a crossing route or a guy into the flat real quick. You can make those changes, like all of a sudden a corner picks that up instead. But, I can buy into that.
It's the lovely game of football, I'll tell you. Many ways to look at this thing. All right, next play. Ken Walker runs it in for a 1-yard touchdown.
Sam from the shotgun with Walker beside him. A slot to the left side is JSN and Cup. The handoff inside to Walker. He finds a little bit of a gap, falls forward, and he's got a touchdown. Seahawks! The first touchdown Seahawks in the game today, and K9 throws the ball into the stands to where there are a bunch of 12s. And so the Seahawks making this one really interesting, finally putting a drive together. With 2:23 left, they make it a 21-18 ball game.
This was beautiful, and it hurts at the same time, because this is the play Zabel gets banged up, right? Yeah. So Zabel does a good job. He's at the left guard spot, obviously, taking care of the edge. He pulls from left to right. Boom, lights the edge up, and then you got, who is that? Charles Cross, who gets bench pressed right into him. But Zabel makes a block after. Gets hurt after he makes the block. And K9 shows that, hey, coach, let me get these touches down in the 5 and the 10. What you see more?
There's a couple good blocks. Abraham Lucas does a really good job of washing his guy down. Zabel does a good job of pulling and kicking out. Is it A.J. Barner? I think it's the tight end there.
Yeah.
I'm not. A.J. Barner just gets his kind of wisps, but gets his right leg out there to trip the linebacker who's scraping over the top. And I think Cody White's out there also makes a really good block. And it just goes to show you don't need perfect blocks. Sometimes you just need 1 or 2 guys to get their job done. But I think with this story more than anything is, K9 can be a goal line guy.
Yeah,
K9 can actually, for you fantasy people who have him, can score touchdowns in the red zone. And we've heard this week that he's going to get more touches. He's earned it. He's gotten better. I think the thing that's kept him away from being on the field all the time is maybe a little bit more into pass protection. That's gotten better, but he's starting to really get in sync and have a good rhythm in the running game. I think we may see 20 touches from him this game.
I hope so.
Yeah, I do too.
I really do. All right, just a quick update. Thursday night football. Texans are up 23-19. It's 2nd and 10. 35 seconds left in this game. The Bills have the football on the Texans' 26-yard line. So
Who do you want to win? Do you even care?
I don't care. I want the Bills to win so I can be right.
You and Stacy, are you guys fighting?
Yeah, she's got the Texans. I got the Bills. I told her she was crazy.
Is it just straight up? I'm taking Houston and you're taking the Bills?
Yeah, no points.
No points. Is there anything on this, or is it just we're good? You're good.
Well, you know what? Apparently, I'm behind. I'm getting the game is over. Don't tell me who won. I'm gonna live in my reality. My reality says there's 28 seconds left.
Does he have some explaining to do tomorrow?
All right. Hey, more to do when we get back. We're going to talk that talk. That's next here on Hawks Live.
The one and only Mark Schlereth with Wyman and Bob.
Despite the fact Darnold played as bad a game as maybe he's played in years, they were within a field goal of winning.
That's one of those you walk away from and you look at Sam Darnold and say, hey, dude, you don't have to prove anything to us. You don't got anything to prove. Like, you have earned it. You are really playing great football. You just got to clean up those mistakes, and you don't have anything to prove to your organization.
On Seattle Sports, on YouTube, and the Seattle Sports app.
Your old furnace ain't nice, and your toes are like ice.
DayandNight.net.
This month, Day and Night gives you a free furnace with the installation of an AC or heat pump.
If you're not sure your furnace will make it through another winter, call us to install a proper, long-lasting, efficient heating system backed by our lifetime workmanship guarantee, so you won't be left out in the cold.
Install an AC or heat pump and get a free furnace from Day and Night Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric.
DayandNight.net.
It's hard to believe the holidays are almost here. And do you or someone on your wish list want the gift of fitness? Well, Brock Heward here, and the Top Fitness Black Friday sales event is on right now. I've told you all for years, there is nothing better than a home gym, and to give it as a gift and to friends, even better. And right now, you could save up to $1,000 on Inspire gyms, Inspire treadmills, and True treadmills, plus get free delivery and assembly on Precor treadmills, ellipticals, and exercise bikes. You can also save, how about this, up to 50% on last year's display models. With Olympic weight bars starting at $50 and home gym attachments and accessories, well, they're up to 50% off starting at just $10. So it's no secret why everyone from personal trainers to pro athletes love Top Fitness. You can visit them in Tukwila, Linwood, or Bellevue, or simply go to topfitness.com. Take care of your family, take care of your friends, take care of yourself with the Top Fitness Black Friday sales event on right now. Top Fitness, your best place for home fitness equipment.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We know you can get your holiday gifts anywhere these days, but knowing your loved one's gift was crafted by master jewelers? It's a difference everyone can see and feel, no matter the price. All of our fine jewelry begins with a vision by our in-house designers. Then, we ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. It's why our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive, free lifetime warranty that covers everything and doesn't cost a dime. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend wants your fine jewelry to be nothing short of perfect. Come see for yourself. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Dino was suffering from a rotator cuff tear in his right shoulder.
Part of the pain is like taking off my shirt. I couldn't even really button my pants. I could actually qualify for a shoulder replacement if I wanted to go that route.
He chose to see Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine for stem cell therapy.
I heard the commercials for Dr. Wagner. I did my research. I thought about surgery, but the recovery time was so long, I didn't want to have to be in a sling. I want to be able to retire in a few months, get back to bike riding and playing golf without any pain in my shoulder.
Dino knew from experience that stem cell therapy works. Dr. Wagner had already helped him recover from osteoarthritis in his thumb, but he's not done yet.
And now 2 years later, I'm having an issue with my left shoulder, so I've got it scheduled, and I'm going to go back to see Dr. Wagner again because it was so successful.
Before you choose surgery, consider stem cell therapy with Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine. Schedule your consultation at drmarkwagnermd.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KA
kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Life's expensive enough, isn't it? Groceries, gas, kids' activities. Sometimes your roof needs replacing, but your budget says not now. Hi, I'm Justin Shirley, CEO of State Roofing and Exteriors. We want to help with an offer to lift that weight off your shoulders. Get 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for up to 24 months, or save up to $3,000 on a new roof today. Call 866-ROOF-ROOF or visit stateroofing.com.
Want more Seahawks content? Join me, G. Scott, on The Reset. New episodes of the podcast every Monday and Thursday on YouTube or on the Seattle Sports app.
It's time to talk that talk with Michael Bumpus and Paul Moyer on Hawks Live.
Welcome back to Hawks Live. I'm Michael Bumpus with Paul Moyer every Thursday right here on 710. We're at Bellevue Square Center Court with the greatest folks in all the land.
All the land.
All the land. The world, Craig. The world.
Yeah.
All right. Time to talk that talk. So I'm going to start us off.
All right.
All right. JSN will break the league record when it comes to receiving yards in a single season. He's on pace to do it. He needs about 800 and some change.
He needs 817.
Okay.
He needs to average 117 yards a game. He's averaging 115 right now. Look, he even comes close. We're not talking enough about this. I mean, people keep thinking, oh, he's having a good year. No, he's the best receiver in the NFL right now. It's really not that close because he's so
Jamar
far.
Chase is what, 200 plus yards behind him at the second spot.
It's crazy.
And he ain't playing this week because he likes to spit.
Yeah, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be spitting. Look, he needs 158 yards this week to break DK Metcalf's record for the Seahawks in the 11th game of the season. That in itself is ridiculous, right? He's about to break DK record for the Seahawks. He's going to break it by the 12th week.
He might do it this week.
But the 11th game of the season, there's a good chance for it. You know what? I think that the odds are he's going to do it? No. Because if he has a 50-yard game, now he needs a 160, 70-yard game to get there. But you know what? I think he's going to get there. Because I think every game's going to be important. I think he's almost unstoppable even in a double team. Look, the Rams couldn't stop him. And the Rams have got a great defense, and they got a great scheme. We got a schedule that I think is pretty good. You got Tennessee, you got Minnesota. Atlanta will be tough because of the way they blitz, but big opportunities. We still got 49ers at the end of the year. They're struggling on defense. We got the Rams again. That'll be interesting in Indianapolis. It's doable. Why not? Why not? I mean, make history this year.
I want him to do it. I just know how consistent you have to be and how dependent the wideout position is. And it's jacked up because if he were like a 6'4" receiver doing this, I'd be like, cool, just throw up the 50-50 football and he'll come down with it. That's why Calvin Johnson did it the way he did it. Who had it before him? I'm going to assume Jerry Rice.
Probably Jerry.
Yeah, probably Jerry. And Jerry's not big, but he's not small either. Yeah, this is just so tough for me because I want to believe in it. I want to believe what's happening, but I also know that teams are going to scheme this thing up.
They've been trying.
They're going to make it happen.
You can't. I've watched it where they've tried to scheme it. It doesn't seem to matter.
All right, well, you know what? The producer sat down, so he's about to hit y'all with some knowledge right now.
Shaheed maybe opens up some stuff too.
Well, I just want to talk about going back to Jason breaking the record. Calvin Johnson, who has the record. You want to talk about consistency. He wasn't consistent every single game. Calvin Johnson had a game where he had 54 receiving yards, 34 receiving yards, 46 receiving yards, and 72 receiving yards.
All right, what are the big games?
Let's see, 111, 164, 135, 129, 207, 143, 140, 171, 118, 121, and 225.
225.
And do we know Jason ballpark his best game this year?
Yes, his best game. 1 second.
It was a pretty good one. I mean,
it's like 160.
Was it a record? Was it a Seahawks? No,
162. He won 62 against Jacksonville. He had 180 against the Rams last year, and he probably could have had like 200 if he didn't drop one of those.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Didn't want him to get called back too.
Yep.
Didn't have like a 50-yarder.
All right, well, you know what? You have a 50-yard game, few 50s. You throw a 225 in there, 205, and a $160. You're fine. You're fine.
Look, the odds. No, I mean you got to have a great game. I mean you got to average 117 yards a game, and that's not easy to do. But I haven't seen anybody stop him.
No.
And he catches everything. The thing that will stop him is if Sam loses confidence.
Don't you say it.
I said if.
Don't
He's
put it
not
in the
going
universe.
to.
Don't put it in the universe.
What's that movie from?
Don't you put that on me.
Yeah, don't you.
Talladega
Ricky
Nights.
Bobby. Okay, there it is. Don't you throw that. Yeah, there you. Okay, that was good.
All right, what you got?
I don't know.
Oh, great.
What are we doing?
I'm
here?
ready for whatever. Bob.
Well, we should.
I'm ready.
Look, this you talked about a get-right game, and normally I never say this, but Seahawks beat Tennessee by 21.
This ain't a get-right game. It's a get-well-soon, you know?
Get-well-soon.
It's like, look, you were sick last week.
I was?
No, the Hawks were sick
Oh,
last
you were
week.
looking right at me. I was like, okay, I was here last week.
The Hawks, you were sick last week.
Okay.
So, we brought you some soup.
Okay.
We got you a card. We're thinking about you. Get well soon.
Okay.
And then typically you bounce back within a week and bam, you're ready to go. 20 points, I give him 21.
So you think it's going to happen?
I think it's going to happen.
And the one thing about it, your analogy there is, when do you ever play your best after you've just been sick? You're just coming back from a sickness. You're just trying to get your feet wet. Right?
Every time I'm sick, dog.
Yeah.
Every time I'm sick.
Oh, I like that. I sleep it off. Look, I do too. I think this is a game where defensively they're just going to get after it, and we got everything to play for. They're struggling. They've actually been surprised. They've actually had decent crowds, even though they're 1-9. But I don't think the crowd's going to be big. I think this is a game. Las Vegas, the Rams. I think New Orleans. There's certain games that the 12s want to go travel to. You want to go to Nashville and hit that whole, downtown.
That's on my
bar
bucket
scene.
list. I still ain't been.
You never been there?
Nah.
It's cool. I wouldn't want to. Wouldn't want to live there. It's not Las Vegas by any means, but the young crowd, the amount of bachelorette and bachelor parties now there. It's just a bar row of country, right? Your country. You're as country as they come, man. You wear the cowboy boots.
Oh, yeah.
Get in his tray. He's got a big old. You got Ford truck?
Silverado
truck. He's got. Now he acts more like Yeah, no, he's country. He's country.
Hey, in case y'all didn't know, the Texans won. So I'm just keeping
I was
y'all,
just about to ask
y'all
you.
updated. The Texans won.
I was going to ask that.
Game just finished.
I was just, what I was going to do? Talk to who do you think's going to win in the final minute of this game? I was going to say Houston, but you were going to say Buffalo.
Hey, my internet failed me.
Yeah.
All right,
So we got one more on here.
One more. We got one more.
All right.
I'll throw one at you. Ken Walker, 1,000 yards. He gonna do it?
Oh yeah. No.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't feel like he's putting together a 1,000-yard season, but with that 17th game, that helps.
17th game, and even look, if you're healthy in 16 games, it's not a huge number. I mean, what are you talking, 60 yards a game, somewhere in that range? He's on pace for 1,026, and he hasn't had a lot of carries, and it sounds like he's going to get more carries.
What's the new bar then? Because 1,000 used to be
It's not
you're
that
what is
anymore.
it, 1,400 now?
I think you get in that 1,400 range. You're saying, okay, but it's also the 1,400, you don't go, oh, wow, you're the MVP. It's rare because everything's a two-back tandem now.
Right.
So I think getting to 1,000 is hard because it's a two-back tandem, but if you're a one-back tandem, you ought to get to 1,400.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're averaging 80 yards per game, you've got the numbers, so you just need to have enough touches, and rush.
And there's only really a few running backs who are the guys. It's Derrick Henry, it's Christian McCaffrey, it's Jonathan Taylor,
it's Robinson,
Bijan Robinson. I feel like there's one more that I'm missing.
There's a few that have been hurt, like Joe Mixon used to get a bunch.
Yeah.
But it's just you don't see it that much anymore. That's why the fantasy football, everybody's grabbing guys who are 12, 14 points, and you just hope they have a good game.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it is. All right, that was Talk That Talk.
By the way, Houston won tonight.
Yeah,
if
Houston
anybody
won.
didn't know,
Josh Allen threw an interception at the end of the game.
I didn't want to tell you because I knew you were watching it, okay? And I didn't want to spoil it for you because I would never do that.
You would never do that.
Nope.
Not Paul Moyer. Not to me, but to anybody else. Yeah. All right, man. When we come back, we're going to put a bow on this thing. We're going to give you a recap and final thoughts and the keys to victory. That is next here on Hawks Live.
After hitting a flat note in L.A.
Sam looking, dumps a pass, it's intercepted. That's number 4.
The Seahawks head down yonder to Nashville, looking to get that twang back.
As a team, I think we're in good shape. One loss doesn't define us.
Rocking and rolling their way to another win.
You know, it's about us, how we can get better as a team.
When we do it right, it's all within our wheelhouse.
Seahawks, Titans, Sunday. Kickoff at 10 a.m., pregame at 7. Giddy up.
On the home of the Seahawks, Seattle Sports.
When it comes to the security of your business, doubts can creep in about who you're trusting to protect it. Are they a reliable service? How will I know if something happens? Are they keeping everyone safe? At Bay Alarm, we got you. For nearly 80 years, we've been putting our customers' minds at ease with our advanced technology and personalized support. Feeling insecure about your current security service? Visit bayalarm.com today to talk to a local security expert.
The birth of the American supercar is now open at America's Car Museum. Curated by Steve Saleen, it's a high-octane journey through muscle, speed, and rare supercars, plus racing simulators, great food, and family fun. Visit americascarmuseum.org.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Endless hours of research, seeking referrals, dozens of calls. Hiring the right attorney can be a challenging process during an already difficult time. J.P. Pendergast with Pendergast Law explains.
In Washington State, Tom, there are thousands of attorneys to choose from. Referrals and online research can be helpful, but discovering the right attorney requires a conversation. It can be hard to identify integrity and authenticity without that interaction.
So, what do you recommend?
We encourage anyone looking for personal injury representation to call for a free consultation with our team before making a decision simply based on referrals or online research. Accident victims need an attorney that listens, demonstrates honesty, and is genuinely understanding of their unique circumstances. The care, attention, and preparation that our firm provides throughout the case mirrors the effort involved when taking on the insurance companies.
Save time and avoid mistakes after an injury. Contact the caring and compassionate team at Pendergast Law.
If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident, call Pendergast Law. We can help.
Carpoolers using the SR 167 Express toll lanes now need a Flex Pass set to HOV mode to ride free. That's a change. Having Good to Go always costs less than pay by mail. That is not a change. Learn more at goodtogo167.com.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Back to more of Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection. Broadcasting live from Bellevue Square Center Court, here's your host, Michael Bumpus.
Welcome back to Hawks Live. I'm Michael Bumpus with Paul Moyer, the real one, still kicking it with us here at Bellevue Square Center Court, the Nets. I'll meet you at halftime. All right, meet you at halftime. Let's get her done. Let's get her done. All right, taking on the Titans, man. I never want to disrespect anybody. Never want to disrespect a team, a person, until they disrespect me. I just wish the Titans, I can get a sound bite from the Titans or a clipping that said, you know what, we're gonna beat these guys or not all that. I ain't seen none of that, Moyer, so I gotta respect these Titans. But if I am Mike McDonald, this was one of my requests. I said, look, overwhelm these guys early. Mike McDonald in the game, they blitz 18% of the time. That is up from their 13%. They play man 15% of the time. I'm asking him the first few series, switch it up a bit. Blitz these guys, go man. There's no one on the outside that really concerns me. Do something that you typically do not do. Be aggressive. And you're going against a quarterback who is the most sacked quarterback in the NFL so far this year. Go get him.
I don't know if we need to go get him. I'm serious. I think our four guys will put plenty of pressure. Shut their running game down. I mean, that's your focus. We match up well, as you mentioned, with his wide receivers. I'm not saying not to, as Mike McDonald likes to do, is make it look like 6, but you're only bringing 4. You can do some of that. I don't mind you bringing 5. I don't know if I want to go 0 coverage on him. Just you trip. You two guys bump into each other. And I'm not saying never. I don't know how. I just want us to be physical. I want you to say, look, you're 1-9. Unfortunately, you guys are still going to have 6 more games after this. I know it's a bummer, right? I mean, you want to go home. You after the end of the first quarter, you want them to go, I don't want no part. You know what? I'm not hurt or I'm not injured, but I'm hurt enough that I'm going to come off the field, right?
Yeah.
So that's me. I think the defenses, they'll be ready to rock and roll. I think offensively, man, let's get this running game going. There's nothing wrong with it. Keep going back to your play action. These guys are not going to put a lot of pressure on you. They might put some gut pressure because they're so big and they can bull rush a little bit. So we got to be careful of that. But I think you're going to have your way. I really do. So you don't turn the ball over. Let's get to that back. Let's go play clean football. The one thing somebody said, what's the difference between the Rams and the Seahawks? I go, the Rams just play a cleaner game. They don't. I mean, they're just clean. They don't have a lot of penalties. They don't turn the ball over. They turn the ball. They force turnovers. Their plus ratio and the turnover ratio is huge. We're not. We got to get that cleaned up because you can be the best. I think we've been the best team every game we played this year. Yeah. I really do. But when you lose the turnover battle, man, it's just really hard to win those games.
How many games do you think the Seahawks have played this year where they have not turned the ball over?
You know this answer, don't you?
Oh, of course. That's why I ask it.
I'm going to say 1.
1. Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
That was it. Other than that, the Hawks are turning the football over. If you were just to look at the turnover ratio or just the amount of turnovers, you would think this is not a good football team.
No.
So the fact that they're able to be 7-3 in the position that they're in with all the turnovers,
well, what do we
is
rank?
Impressive.
We got that. Turnover different. We're ranked 28th.
28th.
We're -7 and we're 7-3.
Paul, there's 32 teams in the league. I don't know if you knew that.
I did know
They're
that.
ranked 28th.
The only reason why I knew that is because points per game, the Titans are 32nd in the league. And I go, I think that's last. or at least I know they're tied for last. How's that? There's just – I've never said this often. I really haven't.
Me either. I've worked with you, 7-8 years now? Yeah. I've never heard you say this should be a watch.
Every game I said, that's a problem. We got to watch that. I can't find one. I really can't, which that probably I should be nervous about, but – we're a good football team. People got to go beat us. to win. They got to go beat. I don't think Tennessee's capable of beating us.
This is a game where personnel should win.
Yes.
Like you shouldn't have to out-scheme this team. And as long as these guys are in the right mind frame, personnel should win this game. We've coached high school football. I mean, your scheme beat people up, but there are times I'm sure where you're thinking our guys are just better than them.
No question.
I can call whatever I want to, and these guys are going to get it done. This feels like this type of game, and it makes me nervous that I feel that way.
Yeah, look, I coached at Bellevue, so I only game plan 3 or 4 games a year. That's it. The rest, I said, we'll go play Monroe.
No, because y'all run the same 5 plays on offense every dang down.
I didn't coach the offense. We didn't win with offense. We won with defense.
You ran it too high.
We ran a lot of cover 2. I was like, okay, we can't play bump and run all day on cover 2. We got to do read. We got to play it.
I hated playing against defenses like that too.
Yeah,
I hated that. But no, it's this should be interesting. I want to see. I think this is a game where when I was in college, we had like those stat games. When we played Idaho, at one time we had 3 receivers go for 100. We played San Diego State. We had 3 receivers go for 100. And we used to say all week, stat game, let's go get it. But we found a way to respect the opponent, but also realize what we should do against this team. The Hawks are never going to come out to you and I or the public and say, yeah, we should whoop this team. But I guarantee you within those walls in personal conversations are like, we should smack these guys.
As an NFL coach, you never feel that way. I mean, you're watching the film and saying they do this well, and it's a good matchup for us. You never go in. I've never. In high school, I said, this team has no chance, right? But in college, in the NFL, no, and because they can win. They can make enough plays and do enough things defensively.
In college, I've played in games to where I thought we have to play perfect to win this game.
Yeah, I had some talented teams too.
I've never played on the team where it's like, oh yeah, we got this. See, I haven't lived the privileged life that you live.
The only game in the NFL I ever said that we played the Cowboys in 1992, and I said, I think we can play a perfect game and we can't beat them.
Really?
Yeah, but we were 2-14 and had the most inept offense in the history of the NFL,
team,
and they won the Super Bowl that year.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see how this ends up, man. Special thanks to Rashid Shaheed for joining the show. Our board operator Ian Douglas, on-site engineer is the lovely Brenna Rogers. Production assistant is Hudson French, and our executive producer is Nasser Chobe. The Seahawks pregame show is live starting at 10 a.m. Early start. Wake up.
7 a.m. for us.
7 a.m. for us. But until next time, this has been Hawks Live. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening to Hawks Live, presented by the Dining District at the Bellevue Collection. Live from Bellevue Square Center Court, Thursday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. Exclusively on the home of the Seahawks, Seattle Sports, on 710 and the Seattle Sports app. After hitting a flat note in L.A.,
Sam looking, dumps a pass, it's intercepted. That's number 4.
The Seahawks head down yonder to Nashville, looking to get that twang back.
As a team, I think we're in good shape. One loss doesn't define us.
Rocking and rolling their way to another win.
It's about us, how we can get better as a team.
When we do it right, it's all within our wheelhouse.
Seahawks, Titans, Sunday, kickoff at 10 a.m., pregame at 7. Giddy up.
On the home of the Seahawks, Seattle Sports.
Vanity Fair calls BritBox a delicious streamer. Collider says everyone should be watching. Catch Britain's next best series with BritBox. Stream acclaimed new originals like Code of Silence.
You read lips, right?
And Linley, based on the best-selling mystery series.
Yeah, Linley. Take it from here.
And don't miss the new season of Karen Piri, coming this October.
You don't look like police. I'll take that as a compliment.
See it differently when you stream the best of British TV with BritBox. Watch with a free trial today.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
The best time of the year is here. Toyotathon. Toyota of Kirkland and Toyota of Renton are providing you with the largest savings and the widest selection of inventory on Toyota favorites like Tacomas and Tundras, the Gas RAV4, the Hybrid RAV4, and the Hybrid Camry. It's Toyotathon at TOK and TOR. That's ToyotaofKirkland.com and ToyotaofRenton.com. Whether you're in the north or the south, they got you covered. Get a test drive, meet the wonderful staff, get a new car. It's Toyotathon, people. Come on.
Michael is in his 70s, and he was dealing with an injury.
I had tears in my rotator cuff. Just the discomfort of going about everyday life. Day-to-day things were not comfortable or almost impossible, but just being inactive was troubling.
He was in a great deal of pain.
I started trying to learn how to brush my teeth with my left hand, and you can't do it. It was ridiculous.
Searching for answers, Michael found Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine, where he underwent stem cell therapy.
You know, I played basketball Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and so I'm getting my shot back. It's not back to where it was, but hey, before I couldn't even do anything. So 100% improvement of what it was.
Wow, that's great to hear. Would you recommend stem cell therapy to others?
I can share without a doubt that it helped me, and I'm grateful for that.
Whether it's a shoulder, hip, or knee, before you choose surgery, consider stem cell therapy with Dr. Mark Wagner, MD, at Seattle Sports and Regenerative Medicine. Schedule your consultation at drmarkwagnermd.com.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Washington is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
This is SportsCenter.
Thursday night football, Bills and Texans, it is in the books. I'm Q Myers. Houston gets a W. 23-19 over Buffalo. The defense was the story of the night for Houston as they sacked Josh Allen 8 times. They created 3 turnovers, intercepted Allen twice, and forcing a fumble that they recovered. For the Texans, Davis Mills in for C.J. Stroud for the 3rd straight game as C.J. is recovering from a concussion. 16 for 30, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he was not sacked at all. More on Thursday Night Football is coming up on Game Night with Emmett Golden and me. For the second straight day, Joe Burrow had a full practice for the Cincinnati Bengals. He took 100% of the team's reps on Thursday, according to its injury report. During the portion of practice open to the media, he took snaps with the starting center as all the quarterbacks and centers worked on ball exchange. Burrow hasn't played since suffering a turf toe injury in his left foot during week 2. Initially, he had eyed a Thanksgiving return for his first game back since successful surgery, but this week's events indicate Burrow could be back even sooner. Some games in the association that have gone final on the evening, just a handful of them. The Orlando Magic, they topped the Clippers 129-101. James Harden, he did drop in 31 points and 8 assists for L.A. The Spurs, they knocked off the Hawks 135-126. The 76ers, it took overtime, but they got it done, defeating the Bucks 123-114. And the Grizzlies, they blew out the Kings 137-96. For more scores and analysis, check out ESPN.com and the all-new ESPN app. Coming up, more Game Night with Emmett Golden and me, Q Myers, here on ESPN Radio.
Coming up on the Friday edition of Unsportsmanlike with Chris Canty, Michelle Smallman, and me, Evan Cohen, the Houston Texans pull off a huge upset, but are they back in the playoff hunt? Plus, is it time to worry about the Buffalo Bills? It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
From Studio Q in Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Game Night with Q Myers on ESPN Radio.
23-19 game, set, match, Thursday Night Football. The Texans and the Buffalo Bills. H-Town, the Houston Texans, they come away with the victory. It's Game Night on ESPN Radio, the all-new ESPN app, SiriusXM Channel 80, and tune in. We are presented by Progressive Insurance. The annual Progressive Keys to Progress program provides vehicles to deserving veterans, helping our heroes drive their lives forward. Learn more at keystoprogress.com. He's Emmett Golden. I'm Q Myers. And Emmett, I say this, and I have to think about it and pause before I really say it. When you have a defense like the Houston Texans, you feel like you always have a chance. I say that knowing who I'm talking with. I'm talking with Emmett Golden of ESPN Cleveland, the mayor of Cleveland, and they have a phenomenal defense. And I'm sure that every game that they go into, you don't feel like they always have a chance.
So here's the thing about the Browns situation. I feel like as long as they don't trail, then they have a chance, right? And that's a small margin to deal with, right? Like if the Browns score on the opening drive, I feel like they have a chance. But if they fall behind in the second half by a touchdown, game is over. And I think the reason why, when you look at the Browns stats, they've given up more points than a team like Houston is because they've been in fourth quarters where they're down 10 and they're like, bro, we have no chance. And they let go of the rope. They have. So the Texans, on the other hand, their offense is at least good enough that maybe they could score a touchdown, if they're behind. So there are games where you don't have much of a chance. But if you have a lead, then you feel good in Cleveland. But that offense where I'm from has left a lot to be desired, and it's a tough watch many nights.
Well, and that's why I bring it up, because I look at the Buffalo Bills knowing that they've lost 2 out of 3, and I wonder how much can I really learn from this game because that Texas defense is so elite. Well, we can learn something from their head coach, Sean McDermott, as he stepped to the podium. Let's go back to H-Town.
Standpoint, some costly penalties, the turnovers, 3 turnovers. Just look at it overall, and we weren't playing enough complimentary football, and we still had a chance to win at the end of the game. But plenty of things we need to work on, so time's yours.
Sean, offensively, obviously the pass rush was great, but they were doing it with 4. Is that a little bit of a concern that they were able to get that much pressure with 4?
Well, that's how they've built it, and that's what you want to be able to do. We've talked about that a lot, right? I think they had 12 hits on Josh, 8 sacks. It's not a healthy formula right there.
This was the least amount of pressure applied to Texans quarterback this season. Why was it so hard to generate anything for you guys on that side of the ball?
Well, they were doing a good job of staying on schedule at times, getting the ball out of his hand. They do a good job with that. We knew that coming in. Mills throws the ball quickly, and we knew we were going to have to get our hands up to affect him. Thought the effort in the second half by the defense was outstanding. Gave us a chance to win, but the drive before half, the big play, the chunk right there, we got to be better. That was an important drive right there. So overall, we go back to work and continue to push forward here.
On the 4th down play, when you went with Cook, Josh said that he felt the play was late coming in and maybe he should have called timeout. Is that the way you saw what happened on that play? Yeah, I'm usually, listening to Joe in terms of, hey, do we need one, do we not? I didn't hear that at that point. I'll talk to Josh and follow up. But that's how it went down.
Sean, I know injuries are part of the game, but at some point are you throwing your arms up just like, when is it ever going to end, especially from the defense?
Yeah, can't do that. I respect your question, Sal. Can't do that. Right, we got to stay in this thing, man. We grind and we grind it out, and that's what you do. You compete, you sign up. This is what you do. No matter you have no injuries or you have the injuries that we have. I do appreciate, again, like I've said before, guys stepping in tonight. Shaq went in there. Other guys were going down. Some came back, some didn't. Max, did not come back. But like I said, the effort, the will that the guys have, I don't question that one bit. I don't.
That's what I didn't mean you throw it up because you could quit. I mean, it's like, is it ever going to end is what I meant.
Yeah, good question. Good question. No, but we we fight. That's what we do. We fight, we battle, and we push forward.
I know you pride yourself on being the more physical team. Did they beat you to that tonight? Were they the more physical team?
Well, when they hit their quarterback 12 times, you know, that's I don't like that. I don't like that stat at all. And it's not a healthy way to play or a healthy way to keep our quarterback healthy through the remainder of the season. So that's just not a good formula right there.
Sean McMillan had a slow start in the fumble, obviously. He was able to bounce back and make some big threes. Just how do you evaluate his night overall?
Yeah, he's a heck of a football player. Big part of our team. Made some big plays for us as well. Obviously, he'll want that play back. He's usually sure-handed, and in particular when he's carrying the ball. So I don't know who it was that came in there. It was an underneath cover guy and played with, you know, what we call violence and violent hands and violent arms, and made a good play on the ball right there on the tackle.
Sean, the decision to have Keon inactive, was there anything context-wise for that? Or
Anything new, did you ask?
anything new?
Nothing new. No, we're just taking it one day at a time right now. Thought he had a better week, and we move forward one day at a time.
Just to clarify, is this an extension of the discipline that you gave to him on the...
Oh, listen, it was a short week, so we had basically 2.5 days, and you got a game plan and all those types of things. So, but it wasn't that it wasn't thought about. It was just like anything else. But just felt like we went with the guys that you know, like we always do, try and do, unless the situation comes up like it did, go with the guys that give us the best chance every week. Go ahead.
Just one last thing. Offensively, as you're trying to figure things out, and we talked about this going into the game, that was a really good defense. But did it feel like at times that maybe on offense it was a little bit too predictable?
Well, again, when you're not winning first down and you get into second down and long, that's what becomes predictable. And then their D-line pins their ears back and they go. And they're built that way for a reason. So and then that's where the hits come. Second down and long, third that turns into third down and long. And again, that's the formula, the unhealthy formula I'm talking about. And Josh takes too many hits, and so we've got to figure that piece out. And I believe in our offensive staff. I believe in our coaching staff overall. I thought the adjustments on the defensive side were really good tonight, going into the second half I'm talking about, and kept us in the game. But again, not enough. Not enough field position, like I said, penalties on special teams. So we just overall, to have those things come up, that combination of areas, and then still have a chance to win the game, says a lot about the effort that the players gave tonight.
That is Buffalo Bills head coach Sean McDermott after the Bills fall to the Texans 23-19. I'm Emmett Golden alongside Q Myers. It's game night on ESPN Radio. They were dealing with injuries throughout the night, and that is, you know, it is an acceptable thing to bring up and talk about. I like what McDermott said there. It's the NFL. It happens. You know, we've all teams we've rooted for, teams we've covered, seen days where everybody is just limping off the field or being carted off or whatever, and it's tough. But that's why the money's so big, right? It's just because the expectation is you got to win, you got to fight no matter what. And look, the Bills felt like they were fighting. They didn't just roll over and quit by any means. But, you know, that offense had a tough night because they were facing arguably the best defense in the NFL.
I'll tell you what, man, we say it every year, and it's true that on any given Monday, Thursday, Sunday, Saturdays. I mean, the NFL plays on just about every day.
Fridays,
yeah, exactly.
At some point.
Yeah, Black Friday. Right. Any team could win, right? I mean, that's what the margin of error in the NFL is very small, very slim, right? I mean, even teams that we consider bad teams have an opportunity to win games on any given night. With that being said, Buffalo really needs to take advantage of this opportunity that they had in front of them. At least everyone thought they had in front of them. Now all of a sudden they look up and they're like, wait, hold on, these guys again? They're looking at the New England Patriots like they thought that they were down for a while. Oh, they're down bad. And all of a sudden New England was like, that's why you have to take advantage, Emmett, when you have the chance. You have an MVP season last year under Josh Allen, and you don't take advantage. And now all of a sudden there's a team in New England that's like, hey, man, we ain't going to stay down forever. Matter of fact, we're going to stay down a lot less time than you thought.
in a blink of the eye. So, no, you're right. Now, I look at the rest of the schedule that the Bills have. They do go on the road to play the Steelers. They've got the Bengals, the Patriots, the Browns, the Eagles, the Jets. I mean, 3-3, maybe, through those final 6 games. I don't think that's going to get it done.
It doesn't feel like it's going to get it done, but we will break that down. Matter of fact, what is actually wrong? How can we diagnose what is wrong with the Buffalo Bills? We'll break that down next. He's Emmett Golden. I'm Q Myers. It's Game Night on ESPN Radio on the all-new ESPN app.
The traditions. The rivalries.
All the way to the end zone.
The drama.
Every week there was something magical.
This is the most wide-open college football season we've had ever.
1, 2, 3.
College football lives here. ESPN Radio.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as 1 day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Seattle Sports and the Seattle Sports app.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
It's the Hawks Player Spotlight.
Left tackle Charles Cross is here with us.
Brought to you by Three Tree Roofing.
I feel like we definitely hit in the right direction,
Uchenna Nwosu.
I definitely have power. I definitely have a little bit of finesse.
Every day at 3:30 with Lyman and Bob on Seattle Sports.
Allen goes up to the line to make a call. Now comes back to the shotgun. Ty Johnson to his right. Late orbit motion from Shakir. Allen back to pass. Has to throw it down the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kalen Bullock. There is a flag on the play.
What is this going to be?
Hold on. Oh, he says it's on Buffalo.
And that is basically how the game ended on an interception. Buffalo Bills Radio Network on the call right there. Houston 23, Buffalo 19, Week 12 action, Thursday Night Football. It's game night on ESPN Radio, the all-new ESPN app, SiriusXM Channel 80, and tune in. We are presented by Progressive Insurance. He's Emmett Golden. I'm Q Myers, and 2 out of the last 3 games that the Buffalo Bills have played, they've lost. They got a big victory last week. They put up 44 points against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but that was bookend by a loss to the Miami Dolphins. I think we all are wondering how that happened. Yeah. And then they went up against a really stout Texans defense on Thursday Night Football and took that L. So now they're sitting there at 7-4. In the AFC East, they're looking up at the New England Patriots. They're looking up at the New England Patriots, who are sitting there at 9-2. Emmett, I know you always have your ESPN Bet app open. I know this.
Yes.
The Bills entered Thursday with a plus 200 odds to win the AFC East, right? That's according to ESPN Bet Sportsbook. With the Patriots favored at minus 250. After the Bills lost, they are now at plus 325 to win the AFC East, with the Patriots favored at minus 425.
Hey, it's the Patriots division. You know, I know it's only a difference of about 2 games, but I don't have a reason to think that the Patriots are going to fall off or implode. I mean, I get it. I mean, they've won, 7 games in a row or so, 8 in a row?
8 of them.
Yeah, they've been rolling. They're gonna lose one at some point.
For sure.
But with Mike Vrabel out there, who I have a ton of respect for as head coach, I just don't see an implosion coming. So this is their division, because you look at the way that the Bills have been playing. Bills still a good football team, but they're not playing at their best right now. And it seems that the Patriots, they are playing at their best right now.
So what is wrong with the Buffalo Bills is the question that you ask. I'm glad you did. Damian Woody, ESPN NFL analyst, sat down with Scott Van Pelt on SportsCenter and had this to say about that.
The problem with Buffalo is they're asking 17 to put on his cape all the time. He doesn't have the support. He doesn't have the help in order to overcome this team's deficiency. They're not good on defense. They don't have wide receivers that can get open versus man coverage.
Coleman a scratch again for the 2nd consecutive game.
Exactly, and you know their best receiving threat is their tight end Dalton Kincaid, who was also out. So they're very limited offensively, and they're bad defensively.
I didn't feel like they looked like they were limited offensively. They couldn't stop the pass rush. The Texans looked limited offensively.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They did.
You still had a guy like Shakir, 8 receptions for 110 yards. James Cook, 116 yards rushing on 17 carries. This team, it wasn't like they weren't able to move the ball.
I just didn't feel like they were like real yards. I mean, I know they are real yards, but it felt like it was more like those are stats. But it wasn't really necessarily how they played, if that makes sense. Again, Cook had the big 45-yard run early in the game, and that got him into the end zone. Everything else just felt like 5 yards here, 3 yards here.
I mean, they had a 4th and 27.
They did, but that was desperation. I mean, yeah, that was desperation.
That
so
they
pulled
converted.
that off. Yeah.
So, you know, if let's just say Josh Allen was only sacked 4 times, they win this game. They win this game. There ain't no doubt in my mind they win this game. He just couldn't. You talk, grab him and hold him. That's what he was facing. He just was like, oh, my God, every time he dropped back. And then you start seeing them try to do the quick passing game because they knew they couldn't stop this pass rush. So maybe they aren't clicking offensively like they were in the previous year. But understanding that Josh Allen was sacked 8 times, he still threw for 253 yards. Now, the 2 interceptions, I think, is a byproduct of being on his backside time after time after time. So I didn't feel like tonight it was the offense was so bad, because we saw a bad offense tonight.
Yeah, no, that's true. The Texans don't have a really good offense, but I do think that there's something to be said about asking Josh Allen to put on his cape all the time and be the guy. And having to, make him make the big play. And, at the end when they came up with the big hook and lateral, then that was a big play. They had to have it, right? They didn't have any options. Obviously, the offensive line didn't do a good job on the night. The running game was good, not great in my opinion. Again, that big 45-yard run, you take that away from James Cook, and I think you're looking at a different ball game. But, that's another conversation. it just didn't seem like it was consistently good or what I consistently expect from the Buffalo Bills. And again, they put up 44 last week against Tampa Bay. That looked like a true Buffalo Bills type shootout, right? Where it seems like just they were clicking on all cylinders. They were also making plays defensively. That's the other thing. This defense didn't make any plays for them.
They did not.
They didn't sack Davis Mills not one time. They didn't turn him over either.
They didn't. I believe tonight that the offensive struggles had everything to do with the Texans' defense.
Sure.
Yeah, that's why I maybe that's my kind of perception of what happened. Yeah, everything you said is true, but I think it was because of the Texans. If they were playing a different team, I think there's a different outcome. I think, at least offensively, I think you see some better numbers and more points for them, but they just couldn't, man. They had Josh Allen in a straitjacket. Now, look, he's the reigning MVP. To whom much is given, much is expected.
Right.
And you need him to Superman put his cape on every day. You know what I'm saying? That's just it comes
He was
with the
selective,
territory.
though. He was selective, man. He rode around in a suit, buttoned up, had his glasses on. You know what I mean? Then all of a sudden he's like, all right, here I go.
So.
Where's the phone booth? Look, there ain't even no phone booth. What's Superman going to do in modern day?
That's a great question. Did you see? Never mind. I was gonna say, did you see the new Superman movie?
I ain't
of course
seen
you
no
ain't
new
seen no
Superman. Of course
Superman
not, man.
movie. Yeah, he just turns into Superman now. You know, so there's no phone booth anymore.
Oh, see, boo.
Yeah, he just out of nowhere. Superman pops up.
So what does he do? Like go Incredible Hulk? Like he gets angry and instead of turning green, he turns into
They don't
Superman?
even show it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they don't even show it. And by the way, the glasses he wears in the movie, like, changes his face so nobody knows it's Superman. So they kind of changed it a little bit.
So they're all AI generated is what you're telling me.
I mean, I guess theoretically, yeah. It was a good movie, though. I enjoyed it.
After all that, you tell me it was good. It don't sound good to me. It sounds very imaginative.
Man, the Green Lantern pulled the ring out and was punching fools. Like, it was actually pretty entertaining. Lex Luger, I like villains in movies. So, you know, Lex, I don't know who the name of the actor was, but he did a great job representing for all the bald-head guys out here. Not only did I get new drawers and socks for my trip to Vegas, fresh baldy, too. Fresh baldy.
Can we ring the bell on my tag team partner?
Oh, they found it.
Thank you. I'm so sick of you. in the most positive way, I am so done with you. Oh my goodness. This guy, see, it be your own people. It be your own people. You know. That is it. Speaking of people, how about the Houston Texans? This is a stat for you, and it really backs up your conversation about the Buffalo Bills got done in by this Houston Texans defense. They've had 12 interceptions this season. They've only allowed 10 touchdown passes.
Wow.
Only team in the NFL with more interceptions than pass touchdowns allowed.
Wow.
Only team in the NFL.
Yeah, and I have a hard time putting the struggles of a Buffalo offense on Buffalo's offense when they're playing such a great defense.
No, I mean that's real. When that's your stat line, right? You have more interceptions that you've created than touchdown passes that you've given up. That's something to shake a stick at. You know, that's something to say, okay, you're doing something there. So when D'Amico Ryans is in the post-game presser and you hear reporters saying, hey, this is a historically great defense, that's what they're talking about. That's the stat that you look at right there. 12 interceptions they've created. They've only allowed 10 passing touchdowns.
Yeah, it's when you start to get mentioned in the name and in the same realm of that 2000 Ravens or the 85 Bears, like, it's serious business. And that was my biggest takeaway tonight. I know we have great expectations for the Bills, and you know, we expect them to live up to them. But I was super impressed with Houston, and whatever struggles they had, I think Houston played the bigger role.
Well, Houston has won 3 in a row. They're 6-5, and Davis Mills has been the man. We hear from that man next on Game Night on ESPN Radio.
Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone, group chat, smartphone, You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0696. To learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose, US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0696 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0696 today. That's 888-665-0696 and manage your diabetes as easy as
Seattle Sports. Download the Seattle Sports app.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. Come see for yourself. Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
You've got a big day, so you use Unstoppable Scent Boosters to give your laundry non-stop freshness. So no matter how long the day goes, you
can't stop this power, this walk, this pose, this strut, this look, this talk.
Your clothes will be so fresh you can confidently strut into that end of the day meeting like a
bosses. Let's talk business in my office.
Add new Unstoppables beads to your wash for 24-hour non-stop freshness so you can smell unstoppable.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, Mike Salk here for my friends at Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel, and obviously New Year's is coming up. Can you believe it? Book your stay at Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel for an evening of elegance at a night at the Grand Ball. This New Year's Eve celebration includes the legendary DJ Super Sam. And sports fans, you got to check out the HAWKS Peak, your home for game days with great food and drinks, more than 60 TVs, so you won't miss a play, and a heated, covered outdoor deck with those great views of the Snoqualmie Valley. Seattle's closest is now Snoqualmie Casino and Hotel.
Looking for even more Seahawks content? Subscribe to The Reset, the podcast with me, G. Scott, and Seahawks great Brandon Mebane. New episodes are out every Monday and Thursday on YouTube or subscribe on the Seattle Sports app.
This is SportsCenter.
The Houston Texans have now won 3 games in a row after getting the win on Thursday Night Football, 23-19 over the Buffalo Bills. I'm Q Myers. The defense was the story of the night for the Texans as they sacked Josh Allen 8 times. They created 3 turnovers, intercepting Allen twice and forcing a fumble. And the Texans defense has created 12 interceptions on the season and have only allowed 10 touchdown passes. The only team in the league that has done that. For the Texans, Davis Mills was 16 for 30 for 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and did not get sacked at all. He's played now 3 straight games in for C.J. Stroud, who's recovering from a concussion. For the second straight day, Joe Burrow has practiced in full. The quarterback took 100% of the team reps on Thursday, according to the injury report. And during the portion of practice open to the media, he took snaps with the starting center as all the quarterbacks and centers worked on the ball exchange. Burrow hasn't played since suffered a turf toe injury in his left foot during week 2. He thought, well, Thanksgiving Day return, but since he's had successful surgery and everything that's happened this week is indicated, he could be back sooner rather than later. Some scores that have gone final in the NBA. The Magic topped the Clippers 129-101. The Spurs knocked off the Hawks 135-126. The 76ers beat the Bucks 123-114 in overtime. And the Grizzlies, they blew out the Kings 137-96. Couple quick notes for women's college basketball, I should say. One top 25 matchup. 19th-ranked Iowa defeated 7th-ranked Baylor 57-52. And how about this one? 5th-ranked LSU over Alcorn State. 112-49. Why am I talking about that one? LSU women's basketball has scored at least 100 points in all 6 games this season, tying the longest streak in Division I history. The other team to accomplish the feat was the 1981-82 La Tech team, which won the first ever NCAA tournament later that season with Kim Mulkey as its starting point guard. For more scores and analysis, check out ESPN.com and the ESPN app.
Coming up on the Friday edition of Unsportsmanlike with Evan Cohen, Michelle Smallman, and me, Chris Canty, I'll tell you why a pair of 2-8 teams are facing franchise-defining games in Week 12. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Higgins motions to the left. Mills with Woody Marks to his right in the gun. Second and goal at the 8. Here's the snap from Andrews. Davis looking. Davis passing to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Sports Radio 610 on that call right there. The Houston Texans get it done on Thursday Night Football, 23-19 over the Buffalo Bills. He's Emmett Golden. I'm Q Myers. It's Game Night on ESPN Radio, the all-new ESPN app, SiriusXM Channel 80, and tune in. We are presented by Progressive Insurance, and you can help make someone's holiday magic by participating in the ESPN Radio Toy Drive and make a toy donation to Toys for Tots. Go to espnradio.yougivegoods.com to donate now. Join ESPN Radio in making holiday magic by donating a toy for Tots at espnradio.yougivegoods.com. Emmett, Thursday Night Football, 23-19, Houston over Buffalo. Houston's defense was definitely the story of the night. Offensively, where it wasn't fantastic for Houston, they didn't make mistakes. And I mean, like, costly mistakes. Now, there was times where they made a mistake where they should have turned a turnover into a touchdown. Instead, they had to settle for 3. A couple times they didn't put the Bills away when they had the chance. But they didn't throw any interceptions. They didn't get sacked. They didn't have any fumbles. They didn't set themselves up for failure like Buffalo did 3 times.
Sometimes you just got to not lose the game when you're a backup. And I give them credit for throwing 2 touchdown passes. That's great. And after that, they just took care of the ball. And they didn't even run it well tonight. You know, Woody Marks had 74 yards, which isn't bad. Nick Chubb had 16, so they were okay. But you would think, all right, you know, without being prolific in the passing game, that they would have 200 yards rushing. No, they just took care of the ball. They punted, field position. They really kind of played an old-school style of football because that's what they needed to do tonight.
Yeah, you know, they had a plan of really being physical with Buffalo in the running game. They wanted to make sure that they were strong and ran, you know, kind of really right at them and force them to tackle them. And they did okay, but Houston, you know, that was their approach. You saw times with Davis Mills, you could tell he's a backup quarterback, a couple throws that he should have connected on, he missed on, but again, didn't make the big mistake. 16 for 30, 153 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and now him and the Texans have won 3 straight games. So what's been the secret to the success outside of the defense, obviously? Let's go back to Houston and hear from the Texans quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, right before half, got the ball back. Enough time to go down and score. I thought offensive line all night bought me enough time to kind of spread the ball around to those guys. Made a couple big-time plays. The chunk to C. Kirk, that was a big play. Getting backside in progression, they kind of dropped into his own coverage, and he was able to break across it and make a big-time play off of a shorter underneath pass. And then we capped it off with Higgins' touchdown down there. And, I mean, like I said before, I think a lot of it just goes to the offensive line, the backs. Great protection all night. I don't think we gave up a sack. I didn't really feel pressured at all back there. It was kind of sitting pretty, so made it easy, kind of spreading the ball around to the playmakers and letting them do what they do. So it was fun. Luckily, we capped it off with a touchdown going into halftime.
You seem to be in a pretty good rhythm with Nick, especially. What about his play calling or his communication makes it for you guys to have a good partnership?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's done a great job communicating, play calling. I mean, it's fun when you're playing ahead. I think our offensive line, I mean, we protected well, but we also ran the ball well. Backs ran downhill. Receivers got in on the action, going and blocking. And I think when you can do that and you have a defense that can keep finding ways to get off the field and hold the other team to not that many points, it makes it fun to go out there and play. And he's having a fun time calling it.
Davis, 8 sacks, 3 turnovers, a big turnover on down the right side of the red zone. When you get to go up against this defense every single day in practice, when you look at what the performance they had tonight, did they make a statement for proving that they're the best defense in the NFL?
I think they're definitely the best defense in the NFL. I mean, after personal experience of going against them the past couple of years, those guys come to play every single day. They work as hard as they can every day when they're in the building, out on the practice field, and I mean, I think the way they work and the mentality that they have, just the swarm mentality, it shows up on game day, week in and week out. And, I mean, it makes it fun to be on the same team as those guys.
Davis, do you think that being the backup quarterback and stepping in for CJ, do you think that not getting sacked feels good? And do you ever get excited about anything?
I'll answer the second one first. Yes, I get excited. A lot of times I just don't show it. I'm focused on my job in the moment, so that's kind of hard to display all my emotions. And taking 0 sacks, I can assure you that my body feels drastically better than it has in some other games and in my football playing history. Those guys did a hell of a job tonight protecting, and I was able to find people open or get the ball out if I needed to early on. But, yeah, I mean, I think our offensive line has shown to get better each and every week. And, I mean, I think those guys are going to keep progressing as we keep going forward.
So tonight was the first time we've seen CJ on the sidelines since the concussion. I was wondering what your interactions were like with him during the game, if he helped you at all.
Yeah, they're great. Coming over to me and giving me pointers if he saw something throughout the game. When I was coming back to the bench, and yeah, extremely supportive, definitely ready to be back. He wants to get back. You can tell he's itching to get back out there on the field. But he was great all night. Yeah.
2 more, y'all, Michael and Ned.
It's very necessarily to get excited about anything, but I am curious how you're taking all of this in. Obviously, 3 starts in a row, win all 3 of them. Just what is this moment, these moments, this whole little time for you been like, especially for your career? Obviously being the backup, but stepping in when the team really needs you.
It's been great. I mean, I don't know if I want to reflect too much on it. Middle of the season, we got a long road ahead of us if we want to do what we're capable of and what we're planning to do. But I mean, just grateful for the opportunity. I come in to work every day, love my teammates, love my coaches, and it's fun to get it back out there on the field and do what you love. I mean, I've been dreaming of being in this situation since I started football when I was 6 years old. So every day I'm just kind of living out that childhood dream and going out there and having fun with it.
That is Davis Mills, the quarterback of the Houston Texans, after they defeat the Buffalo Bills 23-19. I'm Emmett Golden alongside Q Myers this game night on ESPN Radio. Man, a good backup is worth his weight in gold, you know, because if you can win games without your starter, oh man, it is it's invaluable. And you know, everybody's looking for Davis Mills. Everybody's looking for Jacoby Brissett, and those dudes are hard to find.
Yeah, they really are. And look, Davis Mills has been a guy that was a starter in Houston at one point, right? So he's got plenty of experience, but he does improve to 3-0 as a starter this season, which actually ties the most wins in a season in his career. He entered 5-19-1 in the career as a starter, and now he's won 3 straight. And, of course, C.J. Stroud is itching at the bit to get back out there, right? He probably needs to get out there before they start to say, hey, man, do we want to leave this guy in here because he's not making mistakes?
Same amount of wins as C.J.
Right, exactly. And, look, there's not a quarterback controversy. C.J. Stroud is a much better quarterback than Davis Mills, but – you know, there's a certain time where you say, hey, man, let's just keep on rolling with what's working, right? We found a way to win 3 in a row. We got back in this thing. We weren't playing very well offensively. We're doing just enough. We're not making mistakes. Let's just go ahead and keep riding this bad boy out for a while. So I know C.J. Stroud is itching to get back out there. I thought it was funny when Davis Mills is asked, like, hey, how does it feel not to get sacked at all? I can tell you how it feels not to get sacked, and I ain't got sacked. It feels great.
It's amazing, right?
Ask Josh Allen how it feels to get sacked 8 times and hit 12. Not so good.
Josh Allen's going to need the extra days.
Yes.
You know, that mini bye you get when you play on Thursday night, he needs an ice bath tonight, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, like he needs to recoup because something tells me he's got a ton of bumps and bruises and aches and pains. Because we thought he was going to leave the game for a second, where he went down, got a stinger, arm went numb. I would not want to feel how Josh Allen feels right now.
No, not at all. Will Anderson Jr. for that Houston Texans defense, 2.5 sacks, second most in the game in his career. Danielle Hunter, 2 sacks, fourth game with multiple sacks this season. Anderson has 10.5 sacks on the season. Danielle Hunter has 11. Right? I mean, that right there, you talk about a 1-2 punch. It's the first duo each with 10 sacks through the first 11 games since 2019 when the Packers had Preston Smith and Zadarius Smith, right? We call them the Smith brothers, and they were getting after it. Well, these brothers in H-Town, they're getting after it. Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter.
Man, I mean, it's funny. Imagine having 2 Myles Garretts. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be insane. And
imagine having 1 Myles Garrett.
Oh, trust me, I got one. It's nice, right? As I am a Browns fan. But, yeah, man, when you have 2 elite pass rushers, you could do whatever you want to do. You can move them around, and it's, a lot of teams can game plan for one. All right, we're going to chip. We're going to put a tight end on that side. But when you got 2, like I said, they really should have put 7 offensive linemen out there. And it's like, 2 tight ends? No, I mean 2 tackles on each side, 4 tackles on the field just to help out because they couldn't stop them. It was 4-on-5 all night, and they still couldn't stop that pass rush.
Yeah, that's a great point. I'm glad you said that. Josh Allen got sacked 8 times. 6 of his 8 were against 4 or fewer pass rushers. So what does that mean? They don't have to bring the house to get to the quarterback. He's Emmett Golden. I'm Q Myers. It's Game Night on ESPN Radio. Coming up next, we show love to the ones that deserve it. It's ESPN Radio, the all-new ESPN app, SiriusXM Channel 80, and tune in.
Celebrating 30 years of the NBA on ESPN Radio.
All right, it's win or lose. Game 6 for the Bulls. 10 seconds. And with it, of course, the championship. Jordan, 20-footer, head of the key. Good! Chicago by 1.
And we're just getting started. The NBA is on ESPN Radio. Seattle Sports.
Husky Nation, the rivalry is on, but this time it's bigger than football. This holiday season, we're taking a fight from the field to the table with Rivalry for a Reason, a competition fundraiser between UW and Oregon fans to tackle food insecurity across the Northwest. Every dollar you donate counts as a vote, and votes are unlimited. So let's outgive the Ducks and show our Husky pride. 100% goes to households in need, thanks to Safeway and Northwest Harvest. Visit dogsvsducks.org today.
Guys, want long-term health you can count on? It starts with knowing your numbers. Right now, Revive Men's Health Washington is offering a comprehensive wellness panel, a $400 value for just $99. It checks your testosterone, blood sugar, cholesterol, kidney, liver, thyroid, and heart health. Take control of your health today and stay strong for the long haul. Offer ends November 30th. Call 206-529-1111. That's 206-529-1111. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com today. Must medically qualify. Terms apply. Contact us for full offer details.
This might be the most surprising statistic I've shared in decades of doing local news. More than 75% of commuters will be involved in a car accident at some point. JP Pendergast of Pendergast Law with more.
What makes it more surprising? The average person will be involved in 3 to 4 collisions in their lifetime.
With accidents unbelievably prevalent, what are some safety tips if it happens to you?
Safety first. Secondary collisions are not uncommon while awaiting help. Turn on those hazards and remain in a safe place. If a bystander witnessed the accident, capture their information and encourage them to remain at the scene. Seek medical attention immediately if needed, as delaying can be a costly mistake. Lastly, remember that statements made to police and insurance adjusters can affect your case.
Collisions are more common than we'd like to think. If you find yourself in one, follow these helpful tips and then call my friends at Pendergast Law.
If you or a loved one's injured in a car accident, call Pendergast Law. We can help.
PendergastLaw.com.
Hey, it's Bob Stelton here, and I can see clearly now. It's amazing. Let me tell you about one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. That's when I went to K2 Vision for a refractive lens exchange, or RLE. Dr. Kopstein started K2 Vision with Dr. King from King LASIK, the most experienced LASIK surgeon in the Northwest. King LASIK plus K2 Vision equals freedom vision for every stage of life. No glasses, contacts, readers, or cataracts. So if you're somebody that struggles with distance vision and now you always need need a pair of reading glasses? K2 Vision RLE could be your perfect permanent solution to spending your good active years not needing reading glasses. And here's the capper. You're never going to develop a cataract. I'm somebody that needed readers in every room of the house. I needed to see the scoreboard out at ball games. I just couldn't see clearly. That has all changed thanks to RLE. Whether it's LASIK, EVO ICL, or RLE, trust the most experienced team of doctors to point you in the right direction. Schedule your free Zoom consultation today at K2VisionRLE.com. That's K2VisionRLE.com.
What is that sound? Ugh, that sounds like a plumbing sound. Luckily, there's a company that fixes all the plumbing sounds across Puget Sound. That's All Sound Plumbing. Puget Sound's plumbing experts. Have a sound? Visit allsoundplumbing.com.
Alongside Evan Golden, I'm Q Myers. It's game night here on ESPN Radio, the all-new ESPN app, SiriusXM Channel 80, and tune in. We are presented by Progressive Insurance. You want to be a part of the show. You want to let us know your thoughts on Week 12 action, Thursday night football between the Texans and the Buffalo Bills. You can always hit us up on the Dr. Pepper call-in line at 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776, or on our socials at ESPN Radio, at eGoldie80, and at your boy Q254. Shout out to our guy Jasper who hit us up on the socials. A lot of Eagle fans, including myself, wanted the Eagles to hire McDermott when Doug Peterson was hired. Didn't even get an interview. And maybe now we know why. I believe that if the Bills don't go deep in the playoffs, McDermott is done.
I mean, that's the level they're, he's participating at, where if you have the MVP and you don't make the playoffs, you ain't going to get rid of Josh Allen. You're not going to do that. And I don't know if it's a one strike and you're out situation, because they did have a pretty good year last year, but I think it's on the table.
I feel like we had this conversation last year, though. I feel like that there was a point in the season where, like, I don't know, man, McDermott might be out. So you say one strike. It feels like we might have had this conversation 1, 2, maybe this is the third time we're having this conversation.
I mean, did they make it to the AFC Championship game last year?
But there was a point in the season early. Remember when they had all the controversy about what was being said, what wasn't being said?
Sure. That's an NFL season. The NFL season's so long. There's ups and downs. I mean, hey, you know what? Go ahead and fire him. All right? And give somebody else
Emmett's like, I don't care. I'm about to get on a plane and go to Vegas and kick it. I got new draws and new socks.
Exactly.
I don't care.
This is my last segment.
So?
Yeah. It's my last. You want to fire Jack? So fire McDermott. I don't care. All right?
You know what? Hey, Jasper, I thank you. I appreciate the feedback. Emmett is already halfway to Vegas, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and show love to the ones that deserve it like this.
All the way up on game night.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Let's take our attention to NBA action. This one took overtime. 76ers Bucks. What a good game. This is how it played out.
Here's an inside feed to Drummond. Back out. Maxey with it on the drive. Attacks a closeout. Left-hand runner. Good. Maxey puts them up by 5. Timeout Milwaukee. And Tyrese with even 50s at 6 50-point games.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. That highlight courtesy of 97.5, The Fanatic. The 76ers, when it was all said and done, get the 123-114 victory over the Milwaukee Bucks.
Maxey, 54 points, 9 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, most points in the game in his career, and most by a 76er player ever since Joel Embiid scored 70 back in 2024 versus the Spurs. Tyrese Maxey, he is a dude, right? He is a dude, and if VJ Edgecombe, the young guard out of Baylor, if he could ball out to the level I think he can, they have a nice little 1-2 punch in that backcourt, and all they need is Joel Embiid to just be part-time good, part-time healthy. You ain't got to be that guy all the time. Just give you a little something. That's all I'm asking.
Get your Stevie on. Be a part-time lover.
There you go. There you go. How about the Magic and the Clippers? Desmond Bane, I always thought was a hell of a pickup for Orlando. They thought that tonight as well.
Wendell a one-handed rebound, and that makes 7 on the night for Big Dell. Bane, he'll stop on a dime. 3-ball over Christie's up and good. Desmond Bane getting rolling. That's his 3rd three-point make of the night. The Magic have made 14 triples tonight, and this is a 23-point game.
Nothing can stop
stop me. I'm all the way up.
That's how it sounded on FM 96.9. The game, the Magic win this one easily, 129-101 against the Clippers.
5-1 in the last 6 games are Orlando, 108 points per game. They're allowing start of the season 4-6, allowing 116.2 points per game. So their defense tightened up, the buckets are dropping, and they're winning games. So shout out to the Orlando Magic with a dub over the Clippers, 129-101. The Spurs, the Hawks. How about this highlight?
Lobs it back out to Sohan. Down to 5, down to 4. Hands off to Champetti. He's got a fire. Goes up. Tunnel. Slam. You betcha Julian gets some right there. 20 for Champetti. He was cleared for takeoff at the foul line.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
That highlight courtesy of WOAI. No Wemby, but the Spurs still beat the Hawks tonight, 135-126.
Hey, that's what they used to say about me. Q, he is taking off. He's designated for takeoff. He just tomahawked.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
The Spurs improved to 3-0 without Wemby on the season. The Grizzlies, the Kings, it was a beatdown by the Grizzlies. It sounded like this.
Double figures now with 11. Here's Aldama to the window, lays it up and in with the right hand. He matches his career high with 29. Grizzlies came right back.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
That highlight courtesy of 92.9 ESPN. Memphis, the Grizz again. 40 almost, basically 40, yeah.
41.
41, 137 to 96 over the Kings. I went to public school.
So disrespectful. So disrespectful from one Emmett Golden. So? All right, let's turn our attention to college hoops. How about 15th ranked Texas Tech going up against Wake Forest? This win went down to the buzzer.
Kicks it back out for Christian. Shot fake, dribble drive, fall away off 1 foot. Yes, sirs. It spins around and drops. Red Raiders with the lead back 78-76 with 1:25 and counting left.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
That highlight courtesy of Learfield. It was a close one, but Texas Tech survives 84-83 over Wake Forest.
And they will face number 1 Purdue in the Baja Mar Championship title game, so look out for that. Speaking of Purdue, how did they get to the title game? I like this.
Trey Cobbman-Wren trying to back down, stopping, right block, shooting, missing. Clough had it, lost it, rebounded. Now it's picked up by C.J. Cox. Layup good. Purdue has the lead. Purdue has the lead.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Rob Blackman from Learfield on the call. The number 1 team in the nation, Purdue, beats Memphis 80-71.
So that sets up the matchup between Purdue and Texas Tech again in the Baja Mar Championship title game. Women's college hoops, LSU, Alcorn State. All I got to say, buckets.
LSU, 6 consecutive times to open the season, has scored 100 points and more.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
Highlight courtesy of the SEC Network. It was so bad, we're not even going to give you the score.
Yeah, it was a beatdown in a major way. LSU, 100-plus points in all 6 games this season, tying the longest streak in Division I history going back to 81-82. La Tech did it with Kim Mulkey as a starting point guard. Who is the head coach there at LSU?
Kim Mulkey.
That would be one Kim Mulkey. LSU is the first team in Division I history to start the season with 6 straight 100-point games. So SEC women's basketball is always fantastic. Taking our attention one time to the ice, the Capitals, the Canadiens, Ovechkin. Yeah, he's good.
Strome is coming. He's got Ovechkin with him. Strome on a cross. Ovechkin scores! Alex Ovechkin on man rush takes the feed from Strome. He buries it from the near circle. 2 goals on the night. That's 9:06, and it's 6-4 Washington.
Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up.
The call courtesy of Capitals Radio Network. The Caps get the 8-4 victory over the Canadiens.
Alex Ovechkin with the second goal of the game. Yeah, second goal of the game. So they got the victory, and there was goals to everyone. You get a goal, you get a goal, you get a goal. He's Emmett Golden. He's got some draws, some new ones. He's got some socks, some new ones. He's about to get on that bird and head to Vegas, where I'm at. SportsCenter All Night's up next on ESPN Radio.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. Coming up on Friday's show, my buddy from NFL Network, insider Tom Pelissero's got the whole skinny heading into the bulk of Week 12. The actor Jake Lacey is in studio. Plus, what's more likely? That's Friday on The Rich Eisen Show on Disney+, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Seattle Sports.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
This is Seattle Sports.
Streaming through the Seattle Sports app.
KIRO AM Seattle. KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma. Coming up on Sports Center all night. Thursday Night Football features a clash in H-Town between the Bills and Texans.
Hand off to Cook. Cuts it inside. He's got the first down through a hole. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, James Cook.
College hoops action includes top-ranked Purdue facing Memphis.
Oscar Clove with a catch to Lawyer with a deep freeze. Straight away. Blitzer Lawyer. Triple.
4 games highlight a night in the association.
Bain the rebound. He gives it to Jalen. He'll raise up a 3. That's up and good. What a start for Jalen Suggs to the second half.
Plus, all the latest sound from the NFL.
However you want to think about it, all of these are must win, but we got to take them one at a time. And right now it's Philly, hell of an opponent, great division rival, and no better place to start.
From the worldwide headquarters of ESPN, this is Sports Center all night on ESPN Radio and on the ESPN app. Now, here's Jim Basquill.
The Texans D versus Josh Allen and Tyrese Maxey eclipses half 100. Welcome to Sports Center all night on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app. We are brought to you by Progressive Insurance and have plenty ahead in the show, but it's kickoff for Week 12 in the NFL that kicks us off.
The Texans host the Bills on Thursday night.
This is a good football team we're playing, as you mentioned, #1 defense, I believe, in the NFL. They've got weapons on offense as well, so we're going to have our hands full.
They have really good coaches. They have good players. They're going to play as well, so you got to go earn it versus these guys.
Here's what you have with this Bills-Texans matchup. Josh Allen, best Thursday record, 8-0 of any quarterback since 1950. 75 career rush touchdowns along the way. He's coming off a 6-touchdown game, third such game in NFL history. 3 through the air, 3 on the ground in the win over the Bucs. Buffalo 7-3 in back-to-back seasons for the second time since 2000. But 3+ turnovers in back-to-back games. Keep that in mind. Houston 5-2, past 7 games coming in, leading the NFL on the defensive end, opponents' points per game, and total yards. And yes, the backup Davis Mills 4-1, previous 5 career starts, but it was Buffalo that dents that scoreboard first.
Allen going to go under center here. Offset eye. Cook the deep setback on 3rd and 1. Late motion from Hawes, handoff to Cook, cuts it inside, he's got the first down, through a hole, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, James Cook, 45 yards to the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Buffalo Bills Radio Network, no extra point along the way, though, a 6-0 game. Cook, 6th 100 yards rush game this season, that's the most in the league, 3rd player in Bills history with 3 straight seasons of better than 1,000 yards. Thurman Thomas, O.J. Simpson, the other 2 to get that done. But Davis Mills and company have a response.
Shove to the right of Mills, who's in the shotgun set. Here's the snap from Andrews. Mills fakes the give, throws right side. Caught! Touchdown, Christian Kirk! The Texans score! They tie it up. They can take the lead with the extra point.
That they did. Sports Radio 6-10, but Buffalo had a big play along the way.
Fairbairn sets to kick this one away with 1:56 left in the half. Kick is going to go to Davis, who fields it at the 2, out to the 10, 15, coming up the middle, 25, bounces off a tackle, spins, and he's out to the 40, cuts it back 50. He's going to go the distance. Happy birthday, Ray Davis, all the way for a flip into the end zone for a touchdown. Oh, the birthday boy goes coast to coast for 6.
And 97 yards as Buffalo reclaims the top side of that scoreboard. But again, Mills has an answer.
Higgins motions to the left. Mills with Woody Marks to his right in the gun. 2nd and goal at the 8. Here's the snap from Andrews. Davis looking. Davis passing to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Houston!
Houston grabs the lead at 20-16, and then their defense, which had been there all night long, seals the deal late.
On 4th and 6 at the Houston 22. Orbit motion, Shakir. Allen back to throw. Allen airing it out. Allen picked off by Bullock. It's over. The Texans are going to do it. There's a flag down in the secondary. What is this? It's against the Bills. The Texans pull it off. They're going to knock off Buffalo tonight.
And they did just that as the Texans get it done with Kalen Bullock forcing 3 turnovers, 23-19 over the Bills. The defense, 8 sacks. That ties a team record, taking Josh Allen down 8 times. Bills first time with 3 turnovers in 3 straight games, as well as Davis Mills threw for a pair of scores. 3rd straight victory for the Texans. They move above 500 for the first time this season. Damian Woody on a team that's beginning to look like they'll be a tough out.
If Houston finds their way into the postseason, you're not going to want to play them. And I think the whole nation saw why. That Houston Texans defense, they're elite on all 3 levels. That front was absolutely ferocious. Josh Allen has never been sacked 8 times in his career. I mean, listen, most of these teams, they don't even have guys that can keep up with Josh Allen once he gets to moving around. But Houston, this defense, they have so many guys, and they come at you in waves up front. They just did a masterful job of containing Josh Allen tonight.
Hey, you're watching that game, though, you're like, Allen got to go to the tight end there at the end, right? The tight end crossing, he was open. But what are you going to do? Another game of turnovers for the Buffalo Bills. 3 such on this one. 3 straight games of that number. Houston, #1 scoring defense and total defense this season. The duo of Will Anderson and Danielle Hunter, 4.5 combined sacks on Thursday. D'Amico Ryans on what his team is doing on that end of the ball.
Yeah, the defense is playing outstanding, and it's not just about the defense. I think Tommy has set us up really well with some of the punts he's had to put teams in a backed up territory. Our kickoff team, they've covered well, and they put guys, minus 20. So we've had some favorable field positions. It's collectively as a team, like everybody working together. Our guys are doing a good job of getting off on third down, which it limits the amount of plays that you're playing. And then just credit goes to, first and foremost, our defensive line, like for the way they go out, the way those guys relentlessly rush the passer. And everybody on the back end is playing sound and playing together. When we do that, we're tough to move the ball against. So our players are doing an outstanding job.
D'Amico, your defense had 8.
Yeah, outstanding, I'd say. 6-2 past 8 games after the 0-3 start. Davis Mills 3-0 this season, 5-1 past 6 starts, but he too had kudos for that D.
I think they're definitely the best defense in the NFL. After personal experience of going against them the past couple of years, those guys come to play every single day. They work as hard as they can every day when they're in the building, out on the practice field. And I think the way they work and the mentality that they have, just the swarm mentality, it shows up on game day, week in and week out, and it makes it fun to be on the same team as those guys.
And Josh Allen sacked career high 8 times, no total touchdowns, 2 interceptions. An unorthodox game, to say the least, for him. Sacked 14 times all of last season. 3rd career game with 0 total touchdowns and 2+ turnovers. 0-4 career on the road at the Texans, and that includes the postseason. Allen on that Houston defense.
I'll have to watch it on film. I feel like they were doing a few different stunts. They had a good plan, and we gotta play better.
His coach, Sean McDermott.
Well, when they hit their quarterback 12 times, that's I don't like that. I don't like that stat at all. And it's not a healthy way to play or a healthy way to keep our quarterback healthy through the remainder of the season. So that's just not a good formula right there. When you're not winning first down and you get into second down and long, that's what becomes predictable. And then their D-line pins their ears back and they go. And they're built that way for a reason. So and then that's where the hits come. Second down and long, third that turns into third down and long. And again, that's the formula, the unhealthy formula I'm talking about. And Josh takes too many hits, and so we've got to figure that piece out. And I believe in our offensive staff. I believe in our coaching staff overall. I thought the adjustments on the defensive side were really good tonight, going into the second half I'm talking about, and kept us in the game. But again, not enough.
They're talking Week 12 in the NFL and Sportsmanlike this morning. ESPN Radio, ESPN2, ESPNU. Evan Cohen, Chris Canty, Michelle Smallman. Peter Schrager joins the show at 7:15 Eastern. Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas on at 9 Eastern. And Super Bowl champ Mark Tauscher, host of Wild and Tausch, ESPN Milwaukee. He joins the show at 9:30. The Chiefs, Ravens, and Lions are all on the outside of the playoffs looking in, entering Week 12. All 3 rank in the top 8 of Super Bowl odds as well. They're combined 16-14 this season after going 42-9 just last season. How about a look ahead at this slate of games here in Week 12? PTI, Tony Kornheiser, and Michael Wilbon on the game or games they're most looking forward to.
All right, Wilbon, which is the most intriguing Week 12 game?
Tony, I'll give you the nominees. And it starts with, Steelers at Soldier Field, Patriots at Bengals, Joe Burrow probably going to be back, Vikings at Packers, Eagles at Cowboys. Pretty darn good, even though I'm not like others at this network buying the Cowboys is somehow 1991 Cowboys. And Bucks at Rams. But there's one game, Colts at Chiefs. That's the game. That's got all the juice because the Chiefs, in their predicament at 5-5, have to win that game or they can get ready to say bye-bye to the playoffs, whether it's a division win or a wild card spot. So that's the game, Tony. Colts, Chiefs, something we would not have identified to start the season.
Absolutely not, because nobody thought the Colts would be in this position, and also nobody thought the Chiefs would be in this position, being 5-5 at this point in the season. I'm not going to disagree with that. It is intriguing to me that the Steelers and the Bears are both in first place. I don't think anybody would have had that this late in the season. They'd be playing a first-place game. Obviously, we are all intrigued by Joe Burrow. If he goes out there to play, what has he got? Is he going to get hurt? You know, can he lead that team to the playoffs by winning the division? You're right about the Eagles-Cowboys. I just want to mention this one thing about Tampa Bay and the Rams. Here's Tampa Bay. Here are the last 7 games that Tampa Bay has on the schedule. Eagles, Seahawks, 49ers, Lions, one breather, the Saints, Patriots, surprisingly now 9-2, Bills, Rams. That's an unbelievably hard schedule.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you supposed to get through that? How many games are you supposed to win? 2, 3 at the most?
Luckily, you've got 4 games against the Saints and Falcons. So I'm not throwing a pity party yet. You can win a weak division. You're right. That's a gauntlet. That's hard, but you got the soft landing in the NFC South. So that's it. We're done. Back to you.
All right. Hey, be part of the All Night Nation on the Dr. Pepper call line. That's 888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776. ESPN Nation is presented by Dr. Pepper. It's not college football season without the delicious taste of an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. College football, it's a pepper thing. Tyrese Maxey was peppering the Bucks all night long.
Here's an inside feed to Drummond. Back out. Maxey with it on the drive. Attacks a closeout. Left-hand runner. Good. Maxey puts him up by 5. Timeout Milwaukee. And Tyrese with even 50s at 6 50-point games.
That's 97-5. The Fanatic. Tyrese Maxey would finish with a career-high 54. Sixers 123-114 in overtime over the Bucks. His previous career high was 52. He also, on Thursday, had 9 assists and played 46.5 minutes. Milwaukee's Giannis Antetokounmpo and Philadelphia's Joel Embiid, no surprise there, did not play due to injuries. Nick Nurse, though, on Maxey's huge night for Philly.
You know, he really did a good job. I thought he just, it's a lot of minutes on a back-to-back for a guy who's playing a lot of minutes, and he was really guarding hard, too. Like, he was really putting an effort in at both ends, so a lot of that will to win came from him tonight.
He is a fabulous basketball player, just no doubt about it. Coming up next, the rest of the night in the association, including the Spurs getting it done again without Wemby, while the nation's top college team had a fight to get a win. That's next. This is SportsCenter All Night on ESPN Radio.
Football Sunday on ESPN Radio. It's a critical showdown in the NFC North. J.J. McCarthy leads the Minnesota Vikings into Lambeau Field to face Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
Beautiful work. Jordan Love for the score.
Coverage begins Sunday at noon